Welcome back to the Big Three, the only three, the DEEP3 NBA show. I'm your host, Miguel Fernandez, and I'm here alongside Nicholas Wuhan.
Hey, we back at it again. You already know. Start of the week.
A little
What's
delayed.
good? Good morning.
Good morning. It sounds like it's the morning.
Shit. You
How was
know.
your weekend?
Regular. Just chilling the crib, watching the games, and watching football. Oh my god, football was really good. Like yesterday, I watched like 5 games yesterday. I watched like almost all of them. Just because we also had the fantasy thing going on in the finals,
Yeah.
so you and me were
You
going
might
head
you
to head.
might you might as well give it a crown. You can announce it to the
And,
world.
and yeah, my boy, you beat me. Shh, this
How
shit
what, what
crazy.
what did it end at? What was the final score? It was like by how
I can't
much?
you can't even check. But Eckler, I don't know if Eckler, because I know the Rams and the Raiders and Chargers went to overtime. It was 29-29, but the score ended up 32-32. So I don't know if Eckler added up some extra yards or what, but I'm pretty sure I was down by like 10.
Yeah, he
I was
had
down by 10. No, I was thinking 7 or
you
8. It
needed
was like
him you
10.
needed him to drop like 43 points to win yesterday.
Yeah,
And
because
he
look,
had 22 at halftime, and I was like, oh nah. He had two
yeah,
touchdowns at
he finished
halftime. I
with
was scared.
28, 29, probably 30 if anything with the extra if he did extra yards.
Where shout out to
But
Daniel, I don't know if that's his first name, but Singletary from the Bills.
the
I
Buffalo Bills
picked I
Singletary,
picked
yeah.
him up this week before we started this week, and he really clutched it. He dropped like 30 fantasy points
I'm
for me.
tight, bro. Brendan Cooks didn't even, but he was eating. He was starting off the game with 3 receptions with like 60 yards, bro. And second quarter, fucking, or I don't even know if it was second or first. It was either one. Bro, he was out for the rest of the game with a knee injury. Ended up with 5.6. Yo, I was so tight, but I was like, whatever.
But speaking of betting, that we're gonna get to Clay Thompson's return. But Sammy, he put a
Sheesh.
bet on Draymond Green yesterday, and you know how he started the game, but he fouled
Yeah.
just so you could take him out, and they
Uh
still
huh.
let him place a bet on him.
Yeah, they did. And the crazy thing that he lost it, but another guy cashed out. He put under 6.5 points under. He did everything under, like every stat line under. He put 1,900 to win like 40,000, bro. Imagine that. Was it? I think it was like twenty
It
thousand
was
or
it
40.
was twenty
It was like
thousand.
it was
He bet
like
a
a lot,
thousand to win 20,000.
like a lot. That's a lot, man. What?
But if that was such a smart bet, if you was paying attention, because they said that was that was planned for them to do that, the under, and for him not to play, they
I
just
didn't
gonna
know
start
that.
the game.
I
I
didn't
didn't
know
know
that.
that. I would have put bread on it too.
Of course, I would have put what? I put my whole fucking account
On
on that
everything,
shit.
got some
I
chicken
knew he
back.
wasn't gonna play.
Yeah, shit. We could speak on it now though. Clay Thompson came back in his return yesterday against the Cleveland
Yes.
Cavaliers, and he showed out.
Shit.
Finished with 17 points. I think it was 7 of 18 shooting.
Yeah, 7-18.
Yeah, you can tell he came
I
back. He
know
was
it
a
was
little
total
rusty.
18. It was 18.
He was a little rusty to start the game off, but it was just
But
happy
the
seeing him back on
confidence
the
is
court.
there, the energy,
Yeah.
which I didn't expect. Like off, like coming off these two huge
No,
injuries.
I knew it. You know what? Maybe you know how I knew he was about to come up and chuck a whole bunch of shots. When Steph was breaking the record, when he was getting close to breaking the record, they were looking for him on every single possession. The only guy that wasn't giving up the ball was Andrew Wiggins, but that's normal. But everybody else, it was like, nah, we gotta get Steph the record.
No,
And I
like
feel like it was the same shit with Klay Thompson
uh
yesterday.
huh. I feel you. Like there was like they needed that. Yeah. Not how yeah. I mean,
They was finding him.
oh yeah, they was looking for him every single play. Of course it was, because you know what I'm saying. 941 days. You know how long that is, man. That's like technically, you think about it,
It's like
365
3 years.
in 1 year. That's 3 years in technically 2 years in basketball, because we did have that stop during the COVID thing. So that did kind of help him. Like you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So technically 2 NBA seasons, but 3 years, like three. It's 940 something days for him. Very emotional. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I put the game on, and seeing him just emotional on the bench, like you know what I'm saying, being the last guy called on the starting lineup, like
you almost
I
started
almost teared
crying.
up. I almost teared up for that
Me
man.
too. I'm not even gonna lie
I
to you,
almost teared
bro.
up. That
That
shit
shows
hit
a lot.
different, because you know what I'm saying. It was just like 940 something days, and then first play wasn't even ran for him. I don't think it was run for him, because they asked him that, and he said he just seen the drive, because it was supposed to be off like a handoff, and he said
He's seen
he
the
took
lane.
seen the lane and he took it, and it was a tough ass layup. And when I seen that, man, I was like, oh nah, it's this different. The guy just his energy. I just didn't like I said. I was saying it a couple episodes ago. I told you guys like I don't know if we're gonna get like that same energy like off rip, but shit, you know what I'm saying? He's not holding back. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna keep playing better and better the more minutes he gets on the court. So definitely he looked great. Definitely is just really good for the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? For them being in the first seed. You know what I'm saying? Playing good. So now
Yeah.
to get Clay back and Wiseman to be back, expected I think next week or in 2 weeks. So or sooner than that. So we could see what happens with him too. So, but this team's definitely potential. Like they definitely are. They definitely got a chance to win this shit. Like for
For
real,
sure. I
for
think they're
now
going
with
to the
Clay.
finals.
Yeah, like now it's like their statement just to the finals gets
I
better
think
and better
I
with
think they
with
could definitely
Clay.
get to the
Now,
finals.
now Wiseman, we're gonna see though. I think Wiseman's gonna come back healthy. I think this might actually be good for him, just because body could. You know what I'm saying? His body. I don't know him to see all this to adapt. Probably him not playing is not gonna help him either. But I don't know. We're gonna see. Maybe the injury was the problem that he was holding back last season. We really don't know. But
I think it's just a bad fit for him. The
I don't
Warriors,
know. Is it
it's a
really though?
high.
It's not a bad
The
fit.
Warriors are a high IQ team, and
Yes,
Wiseman is just not a high IQ player.
but his style, like, look, the people that he's surrounded around, like, look at Andrew Wiggins. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a small guy, athletic. He's quick. Like his type of style, I think would fit. But I don't know why it hasn't yet. But like I said, maybe it could be that injury that he was dealing with all season. I don't know if it was that. I don't know. I really don't know. But you know what I'm saying? He's definitely a first. He was definitely a lottery pick. You know what I'm saying? Top
Yeah, it
three.
was a
You
top three
picked
pick
him
in the
over
draft.
Lamelo.
Second,
I feel like for most centers, I feel like he could. You know what I'm saying? He's a good center. We're gonna see though with this new lineup. I hope
so you're
this gives
starting
him
him
more
over Kevon
confidence.
Looney.
Like if you think about it, Kevon Looney, they're the same play style, same body type. Maybe Kevon Looney is a little bit more bigger, but like you're going to based off athleticism. I don't know. I think Wiseman could give you more on the court.
He has a higher ceiling than Kevon Looney. Obviously, I don't know. I just feel like Kevon Looney just plays so well with Steph and Clay and Draymond. Like he
Yeah,
knows that system in and out, like the back of his hand. I just like I don't know if he's gonna come in and take all of Kevon Looney's minutes.
I don't know
Like
on
I can see
minutes, but
Kevon Looney's closing games out for them.
I think like I hope this. I think he could be really good. Like I don't know. He's really athletic. That's why I like him. He's really small. He's like compared to other centers, he's type of small. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, he's
he's
like
quick.
7'1".
Yeah, but I'm talking about like more like speed. Like he looks small. Like weight wise, he's like quick. Like his athleticism, verticals there. Like I don't know. I like him a lot. I think I don't know what was the problem. I mean, he averaged
He's 7
11
foot
last year with a
240.
if you guys also look at it, they're not the same team from last year, so this could actually help him way better. You know what I'm saying? He could be in a better system now with better. You know what I'm saying? He could be in a better role. I like. If you really look at his stats, they're not that bad. But you know what I'm saying? To be a top three, he wasn't playing. He didn't. 39 games. It's not that bad, honestly. It's not that bad.
I still think he's gonna get traded.
You think so?
I
I
think they're
think.
gonna. I think they're gonna package him and Kaminga for something. I
I
still
feel
think
you.
so.
Oh, like between this before the season ends. Like I mean the.
Nah, probably like by next season.
Okay.
By like next trade deadline, I could see him. I could see him on a different team, depending on how he fits.
Yeah.
I could see him on a different team by the next trade deadline.
Yeah.
We gotta see how he plays. But I'm not taking too much away from that Clay game, like defensive wise or his shooting efficiency, because this is his first game. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But I mean, energy was there. Like defensive
But I'm
wise,
saying like I
he
seen
was
people.
fighting through screens. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he did okay defense. I think he could be better, but he's gonna be better because he's Clay Thompson. I'm saying like I was on Twitter and I seen people like judging him after that game, like oh this guy's not gonna be the second best player on the team. This and that. I'm like he played one game after not playing in 3 years. Like what are we doing?
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, but just seeing that it just gets me excited to see these guys come back. Like I want to see John Wall play basketball again. I want to see Jamal Murray play basketball again. Victor Oladipo. Like
Yeah.
I just want these guys to come back already. No
For
cap.
sure.
There's so
Hell yeah,
many
these
all-star level
players.
players just not playing basketball right now.
Yeah. For sure. Like you said, Jamal Murray was like one of those guys that were starting to hit that that
Yeah, he's
level of
starting to
like
hit his,
he was
his
starting to hit
stride.
that bounce, that bounce in his game. So we were starting to make a difference in his game and starting to win. You know what I'm saying? Jokic was playing at MVP level. Like at that time, they were in the perfect time. If he doesn't go down,
They win. They win that finals. I
they
don't
were
care.
definitely
They
gonna
win the finals.
they were definitely gonna get through and probably compete to the
Maybe.
finals.
I don't know. Could they have beaten the Bucks in a 7-game series?
I'm gonna be honest. I think they do just because Jokic. You know what I'm saying, he's a bigger threat. It doesn't matter like if Giannis was on him. I feel like his game is too much. You know what I'm saying, it doesn't matter if you play good defense
I
because
think Giannis. I
even
think
though if you
Giannis would
do
have
double
guarded him.
him, he's so But if he does guard him, what happens? You post in the game, you I think he could pack him down. It's not like Jokic is a 7 foot like 250. He's like 300 pounds. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's
I
like
mean,
300. Like
Marquise Moore, exactly.
Axe
Marquise Moore
Marquis.
exactly. His statement wasn't wrong. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a big guy. Like he's really good. Like his mid range post hook shots. You know what I'm saying? The
No,
way
we
he
know
could play through the double.
he
I
on
think it
any
would have
given
been
night.
a big difference.
So we know on any given night
Uh,
he could be the best player in the world. Like I think we all. I think,
yeah,
and if you disagree with that, you're just a casual. You just don't know basketball.
yeah.
On
You're
any
just not
given night,
watching.
Jokic could be the best player in the world. It just
Yeah,
depends on the night. I don't think it could be
yeah.
every night.
And
But he just doesn't have no
I mean, we
talent around
seen.
him right now.
Yeah, we seen. I mean, the Nuggets they're still competing. They get their games in there, they're in and out. But when it's time to compete with these good teams, I mean, they got a good win against the Warriors. They go with the Jazz. You know what I'm saying? They compete with the Jazz every single
They
time.
smoked the Heat twice.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, they
they
got
beat.
good. They got good
Yeah, yeah,
wins.
yeah. So they're definitely not a team that you got shouldn't be sleeping on.
Exactly. In a 7-game series, I would stay away from them just because like you just never know what could happen. Like Jokic could just pop off for like four out of the 7 games and just carry them to victories.
Yeah, for sure.
But over the weekend, we had another star-studded game, and that was on Friday night. We had the Bucks versus the Nets, which was
Which
a
we was all waiting for. You know what I'm saying? Those games they always go at it,
the
especially since
Kyrie
KD's
was
been in
yeah
Brooklyn.
Kyrie was down, Drew Holiday was down, so I think it was an even playing field.
For sure.
The Bucks were missing a lot of pieces as well, like Brooke Lopez hasn't played, DiVincenzo wasn't playing,
DiVincenzo hasn't even played.
Pat
Yeah.
Connaughton didn't play in that game either, and
Yeah,
he's
Pat
been really good for
Connaughton.
them this
Yeah, they were
season.
down. I mean, they played with their second unit. You know what I'm saying? Mamu gave them really good ass minutes. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that
saying?
was his best game this season, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I think he looked good on everything, just movement, pump faking, getting guys to jump, setting up his teammates. I think he even hit a three, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So
And I
Mamu
think
definitely had a good game.
I think
And
that was his
World
best game.
and World, we just talked about him
He's a
in our
BGP,
like
big game
he had a
player.
big ass game. You know what I'm saying, against the Nets. Good, you know what I'm saying, contested threes, clutch threes. He had the confidence there, didn't hold no hesitations, you know what I'm saying, hitting tough shots. He had a big game for sure. And like Giannis was going to him, that just shows the confidence he has in his rooks and the type of guy he is, you know what I'm saying, the leader he is. So it was definitely a good win. The Bucks blew them out by like 20 something. Like it was
It
bad.
ended less than that, but they was up by a lot throughout the game. That was in the fourth quarter where there was the second units and they were cutting it closer, but I think, it was they blew them out the water. But I just want to give a shout out to Giannis. So the improvement he's made on his playmaking has just been it's just been
Playmaker. I think it's more of a
beautiful.
shooting.
Shooting, yes, obviously his
It's
shooting is
just
definitely getting better.
his
I feel like
jumper looks so
his
smooth now.
his patience and his passing has been great. Like he sees everybody puts up a wall against him now, and he makes the right read every single time. But yeah, his shooting is definitely this post fadeaway, just like right outside the circle is money. Or at the dotted line, that shit is money.
Like the jumper in general, like yesterday I seen it, like he pulled a fadeaway three in the Nets game, or it was like something like that. And
Yeah.
he just looks so smooth. Like his jumper he's starting to like look smoother and shit. If that's the case, the league is in a problem the next 5 years for sure. If he could just start, and you know what I'm saying, we're seeing it already. You know what I'm saying, like consistent mid ranges him way better than what he was at last 2 years. You know what I'm saying, last 2 seasons. So definitely, I mean, he gets better and better each night. So
Chris Middleton had a fantastic second half. Like that
yeah,
third quarter, he went off. He was making every single, and it was like a point where it was like a turning point of the game. I thought was when it was when KD and Giannis were both off the court, and it felt like it was Harden and Chris Middleton were the only two main stars playing at that game in the moment. And Chris Middleton was just outplaying James Harden, I thought, the entire game. That's what it really came down to. Because Giannis and KD, they even each other out.
Yeah.
And with both of them missing so many pieces, it's who's going to be the second starter to really step up. And Chris Middleton was just out of this world, making contested shots, playmaking, getting to the basket. He had a great game.
And he was playing on the other end, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's defending too.
Yeah.
He's such an underrated defender. I feel like nobody gives him his respect on defense.
No, for sure. I
And he
mean, they're a
holds his own.
physical team. The Bucks is a physical team to compete against, and if you know what I'm saying, it's just one of those nights where you know what I'm saying. Chris Middleton does have his off and on, but when most of the times when he's on fire, he's not. He's gonna just keep attacking.
Bobby Portis too. He had 25.
He's
points
having a
and
great
12
season,
rebounds.
man. He's having a great season.
He has. He's been so consistent for them. And
Especially
got
with
into foul
PJ.
trouble. Yeah.
Exactly, PJ, and then now with them going through like injury problem, COVID, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like
some players, he's been playing good, man. And probably now we kind of see why they didn't go with DeMarcus Cousins, because maybe they're like, all right, fuck it, we really don't need a center. We go small ball. We don't got to deal with it. He's just giving us. If you think about it, DeMarcus Cousins was playing good, but defensive, it was bad, man. It was just because he's gonna get attacked. You know what I'm saying? Just like Isaiah Thomas, he brought a good point another time. He's small, so he's gonna get attacked every single night. It doesn't matter. So that's the same thing's gonna happen with DeMarcus Cousins. So they're just gonna. I don't see them signing a center, because who they're gonna sign? They just signed Rodney McGruder. You know what I'm saying? Another a forward. He's like a forward shooter. So
yeah, he's like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah. So
yeah, I feel like Wesley Matthews has been the guy who's taken over the PJ Tucker role on this team. Just like, spot up, don't just move the ball around, play hard on the other end, and he's been great. He's been one of the best pickups we've seen mid-season. He's been one of the best pickups we've seen.
He was a sleeper for sure. I mean, last couple of seasons, look at him. Everywhere he's been at, and he knows the system too. But you bring a whole point, good ass point too. Like, he's been there too. But you know what I'm saying, ever since he left there too, he's been good, consistent. He's dropped good numbers. You know what I'm saying, playing big roles. You know what I'm saying, he won a championship with them too. So did he win a champ? Yeah, he did win a championship with them, right? Yeah, the year that he beat y'all, that was the year they won. Last year, was he there last year?
You had to bring that up. Bro. You had to bring that up.
Yeah, he was. He was on
the Lakers. He was on the Lakers last year.
No, he was on
Jimmy in the bubble. He was on Jimmy.
Yeah.
But Jimmy dropped 40 on his head.
Yeah, but I mean,
that was all on George too.
Nah, yeah, but he's great. Been consistent. You're gonna get energy on both sides of the end, and he's a vet. So I think we got locker room.
Something we got to really bring up. I think Steve Nash has been getting outcoached in every single big game he's played so far this season.
It's bad. Like,
I don't know why Bruce Brown is just getting no minutes at all now.
It's the rotation lineups they're running.
It's the rotations, and I think it's the offensive sets. We don't see nothing like special from it. Like, for you to be a point guard, like, we have to see something better from him, honestly. Like, you are a Hall of Fame point guard, and we just not seeing like the offensive sets. It's just you give it to KD at the top of the key, and you let him ISO. You run a pick and roll with Harden and whichever big is on the court. And those are the only plays they run.
Exactly. But you know what I'm saying? Like at least try to like get your offense going. You know what I'm saying? Maybe start off with KD and LaMarcus Aldridge with the 2 game, you know what I'm saying? Then you start getting the pin downs, or you know what I'm saying, with Patty Mills, who's been a great shooter, consistent all season, you know what I'm saying? There's different type of things that he could do, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, I think when Clarkson's off the court, I think he's a huge effect for them defensively. I really do. And I think yesterday was a huge, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They go on a run. They went on a run, the Spurs, to go back when he was off the court. But, like, they're so bad defensively. Just, like, we said this a couple episodes too. Like, they're so bad at the penetration. Like, first steps, they get beat every single first step. Doesn't matter. Like, energy on the other end is bad. They're one of the 16. They're ranked 16 in turnovers. So that right there tells you, like, they can't keep the ball. If they, you know what I'm saying, turnovers is a big thing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it is. You look at
it is because
do lead in the Warriors,
but you also got to look at the
turnovers.
Yes, but they give up too many free points though. This is a big night. It's like you're giving up too many free throws already, right? I'm not sure what they're ranked in and points after the turnover, they're probably really high, to be honest. I mean, yesterday, you know what I'm saying, 27 against Philly when we played them, they had a lot of turnovers. We made adjustments off of those turnovers too. We scored a lot when we beat them, you know what I'm saying? So it's just it's I think it's something that we've just been seeing a bunch of free points, and the offense has been bad, like you said. He's getting out coached every single time. And you got your both players playing the most minutes in the NBA. The five if you look at the top five players, it's LeBron. I'm not LeBron, Van Vliet,
I think Van Vliet and
Van
Siakam are up
Vliet.
there.
No. The only two players, the only teams that have two players is the Nets. You know what I'm saying, and it's KD and James Harden. So right there is just showing that you know what I'm saying. LeBron plays a lot of minutes, but you see Russ doesn't play that many minutes. AD doesn't play that many minutes. Reason why is because coach you know what I'm saying, he's adjusting their minutes, not playing them together too much, but just stretching them their minutes out different. You know what I'm saying? There's just definitely Steve Nash has a lot to do with this. Is you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so I got the list right here. Show me to read it out for the top five. One is
Yeah,
Van
go ahead.
Vliet, two is KD, three is Harden, four is LeBron, and five is Jason Tatum. But yeah, so they're 2 and 3, and they're both playing more than 36 minutes a game, which is it's a lot, especially for
It's a
their age.
lot.
And I don't know, Harden's just got to be better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has to be better for sure, but like, nah, for sure he does, because like
Because
offensively he
he's
can't
leading the
get
league in
going.
he's leading the league in turnovers right now.
Sheesh.
He's
I mean,
averaging
that's
five. He's
surprising.
averaging five a game.
Yeah, that's
Ah,
surprising. Over
over
Russell
Russ.
Westbrook.
Yeah, over Russ. That's crazy. Yo,
Yeah,
Russ has been so bad, bro. Like even last night, like he was. I
yeah,
seen Lakers fans on Twitter just saying like, just stop playing him. Like,
yeah. It's bad, but I mean, he still brings you energy. But I mean, still, you know what I'm saying? He does get that, but who else are you gonna play as the point guard now? And there's nobody else really to put in that position. You know what I'm saying? And they've been trying to trade him,
yeah,
and they couldn't get nothing, so they already stopped looking for any trades for this season for sure. So they're gonna have to deal with him for the rest of the season, and he's gonna have to play his heart out because if he doesn't, you know what I'm saying, end up having a good second half of the season or playoff run to make a statement, he's definitely gonna get traded, and it's gonna look bad because you're not gonna get nothing valuable. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is Russell Westbrook, but you're definitely not gonna get something crazy for him.
it's just hard for him to fit next to stars.
It was
Yeah,
just, I mean, it's just LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
LeBron
Like,
is playing his
there's a two.
ass
He's
off right
playing at
now.
MVP level. Like, exactly, it's LeBron play, but you can't. It's just I think that affects him because it makes him more of a shooter. So with LeBron on the court, it's gonna make him way more of a shooter, and that's not what he's good at. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? His mid range, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? He was leading on a point in the left elbow,
yeah,
but
that's his go-to shot.
yeah, that's his go-to shot. But I'm saying you're not gonna get there all the time unless you're a DeMar DeRozan because he's not at DeMar DeRozan's level. Honestly, like he's a vet. Like you're seeing it. You're seeing it so much now with this roster now that DeMar DeRozan he knows how to take over. Russell Westbrook can't. You know what I'm saying? He's not a great shooter, so that's why they're struggling so much because he's more of a shooter now on with this type of lineup.
Then we had on Saturday night, them boys from Dade County went into Phoenix, busted the Suns' ass by 23. Tied their this is a fun fact though. They tied their franchise record for 3-pointers made in a game for the third time this season, and they broke it 3 times in the month of December. The shooting streak that this team is on is nuts.
Yeah.
We had Devin, not Devin Booker. What's Duncan Robinson? What did he finish with? 8 3-pointers?
Yeah, he was going off. I mean, he
He
started
had
the
a
game five
great
for
game.
six with 3 point.
Yeah, he
So
finished with 8 for 16 for the three. And you for you to get up 16 3-point attempts is nuts.
yeah, I mean, he was that just shows that he was there, ready. He came
Yeah.
mentally ready, and he was confident,
Yeah.
and they were sleeping on him honestly because most of them were open too. It's not like they were contested somewhere, but most were coming off of screens, pin downs. You know what I'm saying, open playmaking where they were getting their shooters open. So
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Miami made them. Miami mentally beat them. You know what I'm saying? They came out mentally not ready. They were playing soft, and look what happened. They took a big lead, and Miami were
Yeah.
so good at keeping that maintaining that lead where they knew. even when the Suns made their runs, somehow the Heat will come down and get two
Going
stops
like a
and
7-0
and
run.
then score
Answer
and
it,
score
yeah.
in every single run they went on. So you know what I'm saying? When they got stops, they scored. So that's what it was. And Yurserman, shout out to Yurserman. I think he's on a streak. I think he just broke it. I don't
Yeah,
know if it's a
4 straight
franchise
games with
or
15
NBA.
plus rebounds.
Yeah, with 12 plus rebounds. I think. Yeah,
No,
or
it's
was it
he has
15? Or
his
was
11. It's 11 straight games with 12 or more rebounds. But his last 4 games,
uh-huh.
he's had 15 plus rebounds in his last 4 games. He's really like
Yeah.
a one of the best rebounders in NBA this season. No
Yeah, I
lie,
mean,
this shit is.
it was you seen like the power in him, like you know what I'm saying, he's setting good ass screens. He dropped, he's dropping people off the screens. His, you know what I'm saying, he's a great roller too. Like you know what I'm saying, he could be effective with the pip
Even
and
against
pop. You know what
Tyler
I'm saying,
Pickman.
I like him a lot. Honestly, he was definitely a good ass pickup. Like this is crazy because you guys always are developing players, so it was crazy to see him, the way he developed. You know what I'm saying, especially like how skinny he looked
The summer
in the
league.
summer league, like skinny, and look at him now, like just built his body real quick. You know, he was focused, and you're seeing. You know what I'm saying, he went against DeAndre Ayton, a great rebounding center who gives problems to most centers in the league, and it wasn't an easy night for them. Made them struggle. They took a big
I
win
feel like
without none of their starters. Like
I feel like
it
that
was a
was
good
this
ass win
was.
for the Heat.
I think this was his best game defensively I've seen, because that's been his biggest struggle to me. Is defensively he's not too good defensively. I think he gets picked on a lot in the
Hmm.
pick and roll too. He struggles defending it. But this was the best game I've seen him play. Like to show and recover when he was guarding the pick and roll, because the Suns, that's their identity. They run straight pick and roll with Chris Paul or Devin Booker, then their shooters moving around the screen. That's really how they get most of their offense, I think. And I think he just did a great job saying that. Like Chris Paul had a bad game. That's attributed to
Yeah,
Caleb Martin. This is another game like he had a great game defensively
it was so
against
bad that he
Stephen
didn't even
Curry.
want to take the mid range
Yeah,
anymore.
eventually I think it got into his head
It
because
did. I'm watching. I'm like,
he
bro, you
stopped
have
taking
so many
shots.
open mid range where he takes them, and that he were like, okay, we're gonna. You know what I'm saying? They already were seeing that he was missing open shots, because you know what I'm saying. When you see these players miss shots that they don't miss in general, you know what I'm saying? Shots that they really don't miss, and they were open too. Like then he started like, okay, we're gonna leave him open because he's definitely not there,
We're
man.
gonna let him take that.
And then he was not taking them out of points. So then you know what I'm saying? I don't know. He definitely had a bad night for sure.
Yeah, I think yeah. Shout out to Tyler Hero again, just extending the campaign for 60 minute a year. I think it's his fifth 30-point game this season, coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 3 for 4 from three.
And the
Kyle,
crazy thing, yeah,
okay.
like, I want to say something real quick. Like Jimmy and like your guys are not, you know what I'm saying? Starting players are still not in the lineup, and they still don't even start him. You know what I'm saying? He's still coming off the second unit, and this was like a big game for them because you know what I'm saying. Most times when there's big teams taking leads, yeah, they always put their second unit. Sometimes the second unit makes them and brings back the game. You know what I'm saying? Gets a lead going on, and then the starters come in and momentum. You get a momentum going. But it was hard for the Suns to even get a momentum going because you got Tyler Hero coming off with the second unit with Duncan
Him
Robinson
and
just
yeah,
shooting lights out.
exactly. That's what really turned the game. Like that's what really
So
blew it open was when Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero came off the bench together.
exactly.
And then you
So it
have
was a
the screens getting set by Kyle Lowry and PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker's screen settings is crazy. He
yeah.
gets so many guys open. Yeah,
And Chris Silver got his job. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know he got his job back like 2 games. Like
nah,
I seen
yeah,
him
I can't.
3 games ago. But
Yo,
I mean,
he's so bad, bro. Like I
yeah,
don't
his
get it.
IQ, but he still gets in there and gets
He
rebounds.
knows the system. Yeah, he knows the system. He knows that we want to get the shooters open. It's
Yeah,
just the turnaround from last year. We just didn't have any shooters. Like nobody was making their shots. To now, it's like the team is one like 8 shooters on the roster. When Bam and Jimmy come back, I just feel like the floor, the spacing is going to be crazy when Jimmy and Bam come back. And before Jimmy went down, he was shooting the ball better this last 3 or 4 games. He had like 2 3 pointers against the Warriors before he went down. He had a three against the game before. I forgot who he played, but he had a 3 pointer in that game too. So like the floor spacing is just gonna be wide open for Jimmy and Bam, and those guys like to pass. So
no,
hopefully
yeah,
they
for
don't
sure was
change
a
their
good win.
system. Yeah, they Heat are taking a lot of threes right now. That's been their biggest difference between beginning of the season to now, is they're up in their 3 point attempts to like 50 a game.
Yeah, it's
They
crazy.
take a
Yeah,
lot.
I did notice that too. Like,
Mm,
and I mean, it's because you diss around way more shooters. You know what I'm saying? And now you got a playmaker, so now you know what
yeah,
I'm saying. Now you don't force Jimmy to be your playmaker, and now you force him to be your scorer inside. So that opens a lot of holes to kick for him to just get his playmaking going. You know what I'm saying? Just kick it
yeah.
out, open
Lowry's
shots,
he's
move
having
the
such an
ball.
underrated season for them. His
Yeah, for
stats aren't
sure.
gonna show because he's like it's like Chris Paul is only averaging like 14 a game, but the impact is way more than a box score.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
mean, it's
communicating,
just
it's
like
the
yeah,
moving
like
the
you
guys
said,
around.
like Chris Paul is the same type of player. Like it's not gonna show their stats. Obviously, the playmaking is gonna show. The guys that average, both guys average over 8 assists,
Yeah,
and
he's
to get
at
8 assists,
four straight games with
it's a
11
lot.
plus
It's good.
assists.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah, he's
sure.
definitely. I think it was the best
He,
win of the season
you
for
know what
them.
I did notice though, from this game, he looks a little bigger, a little
Who?
buff. Like I don't know, he looked way more like
Who?
fatter than
Lowry?
me. Yeah, like I don't know.
I feel like he got bigger.
Right? Like
I
I'm
don't
not
think
talking
he's
about
fat
I'm
anymore.
not talking about bulky. I'm talking about
I think he's
I
fat.
see him. I see like a little like I see like his arms look kind of fat to
He's
me.
always been like that. I thought
But
I thought he put on more weight because he's always a
yeah.
little. He's always been like a little like
Mhm.
chunky.
Yeah, yeah. He always been but like I don't know that that game just I'm like damn he looked a little more fatter. But shit, I mean he's still doing his thing.
Not
So
yet.
whatever he's doing, they keep
Yeah, at
doing
the
it.
age he's doing for real. Like just keep doing what you do at 35
Mm.
years old. Yeah, he's been great. And PJ Tucker, just one more before we move on. Second in the NBA in 3-point percentage. He's shooting 46% from three. I think he's at like 70 something a makes on the season. Like
Like
he's been balling
let's not
out.
forget this guy was leading at a point with the Rockets to the most corner shots three. So you know what I'm saying this
And
guy's
now we got
definitely a
two of
good
them.
shooter. Yeah, you know what I'm
Him and
saying.
Duncan Robinson are top three. I think are top
Yeah.
five. Both of them are top five in corner threes made this season. Yeah,
That's
shout out
good.
to
That's a really good stats. It just shows like the amount of shooters you guys got all around.
yeah, I think the job that PJ Tucker is doing, I think it's a credit to him and a credit to Spo for unlocking him. The playmaking he's been doing this year, it's like who knew that he was this good of a playmaker?
Yeah,
Like
for
he's
sure.
had games with like 8, 6, 7 assists. Like when the game against the Trailblazers, when Kyle Lowry got tossed out the game for passing the ball to the referee, PJ Tucker was a main initiator after that and just kept the team afloat. Like I'm
Yeah,
like, since when can you do the BAM rule? But
yeah, nah, for sure. It just shows the vet he is. You know what I'm saying the amount. You know what I'm saying he's a vet man.
yeah,
He knows what he's doing
he's
out
having a
there.
great season. But one more game before we move on. Did you tune into this Mavericks Bulls game?
Nah, I actually didn't. I didn't.
I didn't watch it
I
either,
fell
but
asleep. I fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie. I fell asleep watching the Clay Thompson game, bro.
no, this
I
was
fell
before that.
asleep.
This was earlier in the day.
Oh no, no, no!
I
I
think
didn't watch it.
has to be the best win of the season for the Mavericks. I think you get a Bulls team that has their whole starting five intact. Majority, the only guy that I think wasn't
Mhm.
playing is Caruso still isn't back yet. But you have a majority of their team playing. You go in there without Porzingis and you catch a dub. Um, Luka Doncic finishes with 22 points, 14 and 14. Like that's nuts.
Yeah, he's been doing. I mean, remember it's like he's been doing his thing. I mean, he got a couple of big wins. He got one against the Warriors too, without
Oh
without
yeah,
KP.
that was their best one. That was their best one. But this is back to that was like last week.
I mean, it was a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
Honestly,
exactly.
it
So
was
they're heading in the right direction. I'm not gonna lie.
for
And
sure.
Marquise Chris, they picked him up for the 10 day. They just extended his 10 day to the second one. He's been giving them solid minutes coming off the bench.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then
it's because I think that COVID hit hard for KP because I mean, you know what I'm saying? Now with the new rule, I mean, 5 days, you know what I'm saying? With the first 10-day contract, he should have been good, but they extended him.
not yeah, not word. We never know. We don't even know when he's coming back yet.
I mean, I think he'll be fine, you know what I'm saying? But it's just going to, if that affect him, it's just going to take him more off time off the courts and games. So it's just, that's what I don't like because then Luca and him don't get to really build that connection. But I mean, they've been playing good. Like Dallas been, you know what I'm saying? This
They've
could
been
be
picking
a
it up.
good run for them. You know what I'm saying? They could start
Yeah.
making this run right now. They picked up a really tough win. So definitely these last two wins were one of the strongest ones. I mean, they beat the East and the West first seed. So
Yeah,
that'll
yeah,
tell you something.
exactly. Exactly. The first seed in both conferences in like a week span.
Yeah.
Yeah, good wins. And Jalen Brunson just continues to just show out. 8 for 10 shooting for 17 points, four
Shout out to
rebounds,
Jason
four
Kidd, bro. For
assists.
real. I think he gives him so much confidence. The way he just talks to him on and off the court. Like you could just see the way he talks to him on the court too. When I seen him wired up. like Jalen Brunson, man, he's just been
Do you
consistent
think
last season, man.
you think Jason
Number
Kidd's
wise,
having a
just
good
shooting.
coaching season?
I think he's doing his thing. I think honestly, this team, I think last year was way better. But I mean, it's not a bad roster. Like they've been doing their thing. There's some games that they look bad. You know what I'm saying? But I like it. I mean, they've been playing good.
Like what do you think they're short? Like what would you add to this roster?
I think because I like Finney Smith. So like winger wise, it's not that bad. But like you said, like if you do want Luca to like maybe add another playmaker or another guard and then bring Jalen Brunson off for the second unit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just more. I think it's more depth more than anything with their second unit. More experience, vet experience. That's what it really is to me.
Would you like Pascal Siakam on this roster?
I would like that honestly. I would
You
honestly
put
like that.
Porzingis at the 5. You have him and Pascal as your front court.
And they could make it happen with the Kleber or Smith. Like they have
Yeah,
the
the
move, the
contracts.
pieces
Yeah,
to move.
Tim
Yeah.
Hardaway Jr.'s contract's got to go. Like that'll
Oh
probably be
yeah,
the
for
piece that gets
sure.
sent because of that. He has a big contract right now.
And you keep Bullock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's having such a down season. He was a great shooter last year, and this season I feel
For
like
the
he
Knicks,
just
right?
I just feel like I want to see what he's shooting on
Yeah.
this
His.
season,
I
but
think
he's
it's more.
not there
He had a bigger, more role and more minute. I think
on the
in
Knicks. He's shooting
Knicks. So
32% from three. He's a
yeah,
career 30. He's a career
38,
38% shooter. So like
39.
that's a
Yeah.
big it's a big drop off. How last year
Yeah, for sure.
he was at 41% last year, but
Yeah, it's definitely
that was
his
empty
role. I
gyms.
think. I think his role just the I think more minutes. Like, I think he was playing way more minutes. He was not with the Knicks. I think it's harder for him with this lineup just because you
Yeah, he
got Tim
dropped from he went from
Hardaway.
30 to 24. He went from a starter to a bench player because
Yeah,
he was starting for them last year, I think.
confidence. That just shows the
Yeah,
confidence too,
and
and
they
like
used to run a
definitely
lot for
drop.
him. They
So
ran a lot
yeah,
of plays for him last year.
yes, yeah. I mean, they were. You know what I'm saying? They have a great center rotation. Honestly, the
Yeah,
Knicks.
I liked Dwight. Oh, others about
They're
the Mavericks.
no, yeah, yeah, they do. No, for sure, they do too. Like, but like
I
the Knicks
liked
last year, like that's why you see him a lot more. Like the role he was in, for sure.
Yeah, they got their shooters open. Because he was really their only shooter last year on the Knicks. Like pure shooter. Like you running him off of
Yeah.
pin downs and screens and shit to get him open for looks. But we can move on to the main topic for today. Our another
Sure.
rookie. We call it a rookie check-in part 2. Let's see how these guys have been faring now, how they've improved, what they've been doing throughout the season. And it's a long list, so we're just gonna free ball it. We're just gonna throw names out. I'm a I'm gonna start first. I'm gonna give it out. First, I'm gonna discuss the front runner right now. One of the front runners right now
Mhm.
for rookie of the year, and Franz Wagner, who's just been balling out. He's been consistently getting this team buckets. He's had 5 games, I think, 5 games with 25 or more points already this season that leads the rookie class. He's shooting. I want to get his exact stats out.
He leads the rookie class in clutch points too. So
Yeah, so he's shooting 37% from three, 37 from the mid range, 54 from the rim. The 54 at the rim needs to get a little bit better, especially with his size. He's 6'9". But I just like the fact that he's getting to the rim as much as he does.
yeah, for sure.
He's
Nah,
getting
yeah, he's his confidence. You know what I'm saying? He looks really good too. Like for him to lead in clutch points too in rookies as rookies, and he had a big. If I'm not sure, this game didn't he have like 8? No, it wasn't this game. But last game he played, he had 8 points in a clutch to win the game. So I don't know if it was. I don't know what team it was, but it was a good win that the Magic pulled out. But I mean, he looks good. He's definitely. You know what I'm saying? Right now, he's a front runner. Last week,
it's him and
last
Mobley.
episode,
It's too close
yeah,
between them two.
last episode, I did say Wagner was over him, but nah, I looked at numbers and I'm like, bro, I'm bugging. I'm really bugging just because
Mobley's in the
what
playoffs.
Mobley's doing is second. And it's the amount of minutes he's playing. He's starting. His team is in fourth seed. He's a big
Six
factor
seed.
because of that.
They're in
And
the 6 seed.
six, and they're starting to play, so
Yeah,
that tells
in
you
the
it's
playoffs
good
for sure.
in the playoffs. So, and I mean, on the defensive end, he's a problem. It doesn't matter who's on him. I mean, honestly, Mobley's like the front runner for me. But like Wagner, he just looks good. You know what I'm saying? I think he like field goal percentage. It's not good. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad either. Like he's 45. It's alright. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at the numbers. He like 3 point. He doesn't shoot a lot either the 3 point, but
37%
he
is
just
pretty
looks
good though.
confident.
Yeah.
Yeah, he. You know what I'm saying? He's good. So he's definitely pretty good. He's doing really good for them. He leads the points right now in rookies. So definitely good.
I think he's I feel like his efficiency is pretty valid. 45,
The thing though,
36, and
he's
84.
not a great. I don't think he's a great rebounder as for his height that he is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Averaging, I
six
think
nine.
he's averaging 3.8,
4 point
4. He's
yeah,
averaging.
4.7. I have it right here. If I don't know, for me it says 4.7. Which website are you looking on? From where you getting your stats from?
I'm getting it from hashtag basketball.
Oh, see, I'm on basketball reference. I don't know if they have a different if they go by different minutes or whatever.
System.
But yeah, I have it on basketball reference. They have it at 4.7 per game. At 15.7 points. I feel like defensively he's been pretty solid too.
Oh yeah, my fault. I was looking at the wrong stat. It is 4.7. I was looking at
His defensive
Kate
rebounds.
Cunningham. Nah, I was looking at Kate
Oh.
Cunningham's total rebound. It is 4.7. Yeah, I'm saying, like for 6'9", I think he could be better there for sure. But it's not bad. You know what I'm saying?
I think
he could
over
definitely be better
time,
though.
I think that'll grow with him putting on weight too.
Mm.
Like once he gets stronger, I feel
Yeah,
like
that
it'll
could
be
too.
easier for him to rebound. But you know, like guys like we look at Jaren Jackson Jr., he still isn't a good rebounder, and he's been in the league for a couple of
Yeah,
seasons already.
you brought a good
At
point.
6'10",
You brought a good
6'11",
point.
he's still at like
But that's
5
what I'm
rebounds a
saying.
game. He needs to get
That's
better at
like
that.
6'9". I mean, you should be at that height. You should be able to like be decent. I think over like I
And
think you should be averaging a little bit more, especially with the game that we play now with the small ball. Magic don't run that much small ball though, because you know
they run
Mobamba.
big. They run big.
Yeah, that's what I'm
If we
saying. That's
really
what I'm
use
saying.
context, yeah. So it'll be hard for
No,
him to
that's what I'm
get that
saying.
many
That's why they don't run
rebounds. Yeah.
because of Mobamba and all of them.
They
You know what I'm
run
saying? They
Wendell
got
Carter and Mobamba
yeah, Wendell
together.
Carter too.
They
Yeah,
start both of
that's what
them,
I'm
or they
saying.
were starting both of them for majority of the season. So that could be another reason why. Because they do run big as him and then Chumo Kiki, they play him. They see in this clip right here we're watching, they play him with Robin Lopez when they do play together. So they do run big lineups.
Yeah,
But
but
shout
he's
out to
definitely.
Franz.
I mean, he's a front runner though for sure.
Yeah, he's top 3. And
Yeah.
for nobody even thinking about, everybody thought he was gonna be a role player.
Mhm.
And he's looking
I
like
mean,
he's showing more than that.
yeah. I
Wait, what
mean,
would you say is his
he
comp?
wasn't even top 5, and he's showing a lot way more than the top 5 players in my opinion.
What's his
Most of
comp?
them. His comp. Um, I want to say like I want to say like I don't know. I think it's like more of like a. He reminds me a lot like he could be that Boyan or like a Andrew Wiggins in a team, like a good forward that could just score and you know what I'm saying. I don't know. He gives me that type of role. I
I
don't
think
know. Boyan
Bogdanovich
might look a
is a
little
good
low
comp. I think Bogdanovich is a good comp. Like the one Bojan, right?
from the Hawks. Yeah,
I'm thinking one from the
from the
Jazz.
Jazz. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think you're talking about. I'm talking
I'm
about from the Jazz.
thinking
Yeah. That's what I think. That's what
I'm
I'm
thinking
comparing.
like
Like more like
Harrison
him and
Barnes
Andrew Wiggins.
too.
Yeah,
I
he's a
think
good. Oh, Harrison
he
Barnes is a perfect one.
reminds me of Harrison Barnes because
Yeah, just because of
they have a little
athleticism
bit of
too.
juice. Yeah, they have juice off the dribble, but not. It's not like he's about to break you down. And I just really like how he can attack a mismatch. Like I
Yeah,
think he does really good at.
that's a good point too.
He's good at attacking a mismatch. And it was a game earlier this season when they played against the Celtics, and he just played great defense on Tatum and Brown the entire game. Like he's definitely been the one guy to really step out and like play above their draft position the
For
most out of
sure.
anybody I've seen so
And
far.
he came from Europe, so like you know what I'm saying, it just
Yeah, he's
shows
from
like
Germany.
he's
Yeah,
been ready. So you know what I'm saying, he's been ready, been playing this. He knows how to play this this grown man's type of style of basketball. You know what I'm saying physical.
he went
So
to college though, but he did play. He played in the. He
oh
grew
yeah,
up in
he did
Europe.
go to
He went to
college. Yeah,
Michigan.
I thought he went. I thought he came from Europe.
Nah, but he played for the German national team too. So he has been he's been around the game of basketball for a long time. Like he was on their national team this season when his brother went off and had like 30 to clinch them to go into
Where
the tournament. But yeah, shout out
Mo
to Franz
Wagner
Wagner though. He's been balling out. Definitely better than his brother.
for sure. I'll tell you that. And I
Who
don't hate him as much.
yeah, his brother gets I don't know why. I really liked Mo when he was on the Lakers. When I first
He
seen him
talked too
play on
much
the
trash.
Lakers, I was like, yo, they gotta start old boy. Like he gives them mad energy.
I don't nah.
I
I don't know.
like it
He
when he
just
was on the
talked too much
Lakers.
trash, and for him to not be that good of a player in the way he talks, he's like
He gets in
players
people's
probably get
heads.
annoyed.
They
Yeah, that's what I'm
do.
saying. People they get annoyed. They get annoyed because he's the whole game just talking. He's not doing nothing. He's probably in the post. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna back you down, but passes it and just gasses it up. You know what I'm saying? He's that type of guy. You know what I'm
He
saying?
gets to
Just
argument all the
gets you
time.
annoyed.
I watched it this season. He got into argument with Markieff Morris before that shit happened with Jokic. There was like a couple games
Uh-huh.
before, and they were going at it. Then Markieff Morris was like, "Give me the ball." And then 2 straight possessions, he isoed on Mo Wagner and he dropped the mid range in his contested mid range in his face. Now
Yeah,
I listened to a Mo
for
interview
sure.
too. He did an interview with Duncan Robinson on his podcast, and he was like that.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm not even that type of guy. Like, I don't even like confrontation. But like for the role I play in the NBA, like I got to do that type of stuff because I'm not gonna get minutes and shit.
Mm,
So it's like he has
fair.
to be that guy that gets into players' heads and shit, like because he wants to. Like he's not stupid talented, but he's alright. He's like an
Yeah,
eighth or ninth guy off a bench, but he's decent. But we can move
yeah,
on.
for sure.
Who you want to talk about?
I mean, we're gonna talk about the front runner, so we might as well bring up Evan Mobley. He's been balling. Like I think, like I said, I did have Wagner. Like last episode, it was just off the head. I did have picked Wagner, but nah, Mobley just what he's doing, and he's playing like he's playing. He's playing the nah. He's not playing the most minutes because Scotty Barnes out of all the rooks,
The
but
Raptors
he's
we gave
playing.
him hella burn.
Yeah, I mean, Evan Mobley's playing good. I mean, he's averaging he's averaging 8 rebounds on 14.8 points with 1.7 blocks. Like that's 2 blocks a night, which is very good. It's like you know what I'm saying, very good for a rook. You know what I'm saying? There's not many guys that average, but he and 2.5 assists, which is another thing. Like
Yeah, his
he's that type
passing
of guy.
has
His
been
playmaking is there.
surprisingly.
Yeah, like he's great playmaker. He could obviously be better than that. You know what I'm saying? He could pass it, but for 2.5, I think it's really good. He's been playing really good, and like I said, on the defensive end, he brings a lot. Like he helps. He could switch on pick and he could switch on 1 through 5. It doesn't matter. We see them go against tough centers, block them. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna be a problem, honestly. Him with Garland, they just look comfortable. Trevor Allen running that big, you know what I'm saying? They run big too, and it's surprising you don't see that many run bigs. You know what I'm saying? Play that
You
good. You
need
know what I'm
to,
saying?
yeah, you need to have
It's not
an
a thing you see
athletic
now in the
four.
NBA.
You need to have an
Yeah,
athletic four to run that, and that's Mobley just
that's
makes
what
it
he
perfect.
is.
And I told you guys before the season, I was like, yo, he could play the three, and you guys are all like, nah, he can't play the three. He can't play the three.
Yeah, he
Tell me,
can't. I didn't think so.
he could
Yeah,
play the three. He could. He's pretty much playing it now.
yeah, and
But
he's
Laurie
playing
Market has
good.
played good defense this season too. Like, we can't even. He's been way better defensively than I thought he was going to be.
I mean, like to talk about the Cavs a whole different. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah, that's
just
the whole. Yeah,
Kevin Love. It's a oof. But like Mobley definitely has been a big piece, big factor. Like he's shooting 50% from the field goal too. Like it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's decent. It's average. It's not good
I
or
like that.
bad. It's average.
Yeah, I like how he doesn't step out of his comfort zone. Like he doesn't do nothing that he's not asked to do.
Hmm.
He's not out there trying to ISO at the three. He doesn't. He's not a great shooter, so he doesn't take a lot of jump shots.
Yeah.
He gets the shots when he's wide open, but he just impacts winning. He sets screens. He rolls hard. He plays defense. He blocks shots. He contests
I
shots at the.
honestly think he's a great scorer in the post. I like honestly seeing him back down. Like, he's actually strong for like
I think
he'd be backing down
I
these
think he's a
guys. Like
decent post
honestly,
scorer.
but he's been looking good. I mean, his last 5 games, he's averaging 20. He's averaging 20 points. So he's just been balling, man. And just to see him the Cavs be in this position where they're see, I had them personally being one of the worst teams in the NBA, and now they're in getting past through without playing the play, and it would be huge for them. You know what I'm saying? Get to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It would be good.
Yeah, this is the best they've
And
been
this could
since
probably be
LeBron.
a thing. Hey, LeBron. Hey, rumors. LeBron could go over there. You know what I'm saying now with that team.
Ah, don't say
The Lakers
rumors like
playing
you got
bad.
sources. Don't say
Nah,
rumors
but
like you
hey,
got
people have been
sources.
talking. Hey, people have been talking all over the. Hey,
He's
that
not
could
leaving.
honestly happen. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Hey, I could see that happen.
He's not leaving.
Why not?
He's not leaving.
Why not? Think about it.
You think he's gonna go back to the
Bronny's gonna
Cavs,
play.
bro?
Bronny's his junior. If anything, he'll play one more season with the Lakers. Wait till he gets drafted. He goes back home because you know what I'm saying. He's probably gonna stay in LA because Sierra Canyon. He got to finish his high school there, so he's probably not gonna want to go back to Ohio. He's probably gonna want to finish there into high school. But once high school is over for him, what
Down the
Bronny's gonna
line,
go? You know what
like
I'm saying?
retiring as a Cleveland Cavalier, that I don't disagree with. Like you never that I'm like you never know. Like D-Wade
But
went
that's
back
what,
to
next
Miami
2
to
years?
retire. Like you just
Bronny
never.
gets drafted in 2 years.
Yeah, but I don't know if LeBron's retiring in 2 years. The level
LeBron
he's playing at
LeBron
right
already
now.
said it. No, LeBron's not gonna retire till
So
he plays with his
that's what I'm
kid.
saying.
You
But I'm
seen
saying
on
like
the
I don't know how
interview? That
long he's gonna
interview,
stay.
bro, that guy could play for 5 more years. You see what he's doing, his body shape?
Yeah.
He takes care of his body like no other athlete in the world other than Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson and
And
LeBron
Ronaldo.
James are one of the only. Oh yeah, and Ronaldo. I don't know Ronaldo. I'm not sure the number amount. I'm talking about like just amount of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
they never really
dedication.
disclosed that. But at their age,
Yeah,
the level they're
yeah,
playing at,
dedication. Like yeah, I'll give
and
him that.
Tom
You know what I'm
Brady and
saying?
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But like money wise, like investment. I'm talking about investment. Like 1 point mil into your body, over a mil. Russell Wilson and LeBron are one of the only two guys that do it. You know what I'm saying? That disclosed it, like you said. But he's like, I don't see him retiring. Honestly, the next 3, he could go like 3, 5 more years. Honestly, his type of game is just so good. I honestly
Yo,
like
and then hold on.
playmaking.
I know we're talking about the
Oh
rookies,
man,
but we have to discuss this. Did you see yesterday when Desmond Bain was talking shit to him and they were going at it on the
yes,
court? Then the next play he
yes.
came down and dunked on Jaren Jackson Jr.
He was not playing. You know why? Because the Grizzlies talk so much trash. You know
They
the
talked the
Grizzlies
most
are a
shit in the
team that
NBA.
talk.
The Athletic did a
Yes.
report and they said it. They talked the most shit in the NBA. That's why
Yeah.
they're gonna make noise. But I think the Cavs are, and the game that they had last week when we discussed, that was a game of the future when Garland going at it with him and Jerry
For
Jackson
sure.
Jr. and Mobley.
But
But
one of the two best young cores
yeah, for sure. And Mobley, I think, he has a chance to finish on an All NBA defensive team for real, for real.
this year. This
Like
year,
this year,
yeah.
like the beginning of the season, these other rookies had a chance. Davion Mitchell and so did
But
and
they
Scotty Barnes and shit.
yeah.
But this
Davion
I
Mitchell
feel
definitely went down, but like
it's
Scotty
just
Barnes,
because their team defense isn't
yeah.
as good. But the Cavs, he really has a chance to finish not only on that, but top 5 in the rookie. I think he has a chance to finish top 5 on defensive player of the year.
Mm,
I like
that definitely
like honestly,
he could make a runner for
I
that.
think he's a
I know.
top 5 decoy right now, especially with the
I'm
guys
not.
missing
Yeah.
games.
I thought Thibault was 5. I'm not sure what the list is. I know Thibault hit it one time. I'm not sure
But
he's still
honestly,
up there.
would
Front
you
runner.
have Thibault above him on a
No,
defensive player
I
of the
have
year
Mobley.
campaign?
No, I have Mobley. The reason why, because Mobley plays more minutes. Just said that. You know what I'm saying? Thibault's a great defender, but he doesn't play that amount of minutes. So that's definitely something to take you know what I'm
Take into
saying,
account.
in
Yeah,
consideration. So I think Mobley is definitely, like you said, front runner would be great. He's playing good, man. I think personally
he's
he's
a
number one
favorite.
rookie. If I had to vote, I'm going with him. Reason just because defensive end, just the both sides, and he's playing. His team is winning. The Magic,
Yeah,
I'm saying, Fritz Wagner, they're obviously his team is not good. You can't really,
yeah. But we can't
you can't
talent
expect too
wise.
much
We
from
can't
him.
even.
Yeah, you can't expect too much from him, but you also got to consider that. You know what I'm saying? For him,
Yeah, his
he's
team is
still
winning.
putting. Yeah,
And
so
we've seen over the years that that's they weighted a lot of that onto rookie of the year. It's games played and who's winning, who's scoring the most, and he's
yeah,
doing all of that. He's just been great. And
and like
in
his
the
assists to turnover is way less than Scotty Barnes. I think.
but
Oh no, it's not way less
he has the
than Kate
ball
Cunningham, but
he has the
most
ball
guys
way
is
less than him
way
though.
less. He do get hit. They do play faster than him a lot.
He gets the ball, but I'm talking about like those guys are like playmaking. You feel me? But I think
Yeah,
he doesn't have that big of a load yet, playmaking wise. But I think he can handle it. Like he's such a good passer. The Bam comp before the season, I think is still like he's bigger than like taller than Bam, but the play like the style of play,
the
like where
playmaker.
they're just rim runners,
Yeah,
they could play make and they could guard 1 through 5. They're good rebounders. I feel like the comp is there. That's a
for
great comp
sure.
for
It's
them.
there. It is. It definitely is.
I don't know if he can ever put on as much weight as Anthony Davis did, but I feel like he could definitely like
He could add a little bit more, I mean, his weight is not even a problem right now. So you know what I'm saying? It's not
yeah,
really a
especially
big
with him
problem.
playing the 4.
Yeah, it's not a big problem, but you know what I'm saying? I could see him next year adding like 15 more pounds and that just helping him a lot more. I think it won't affect him on acceleration or none of that, his speed. So I
I
think
want
he
to
could
put a
definitely
story out there though.
go ahead.
This is during the summer league. He felt like he was getting bullied by the players on the court,
Mm,
like bodying him and this and that.
hmm
This is from Zach Lowe's podcast, so if he has the wrong sources, that's on him. He's called the Cavs training staff, said this before the season. I want to put on weight. I want to put on muscle. Like, where am I going? Like, what we doing? They they Cavs sent out trainers to Cali to go work out with him the whole summer leading into the season, and that shows you he's dedicated and he wants to put in the work. He's gonna put in the work. That put on at least 10 pounds of muscle, I'm guessing, or around there. But each pound is gonna help him because he's so small.
Nah,
He's been
yeah,
dedicated.
for sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, like you said, he was feeling small. So like, damn, I don't see that. Like, it depends.
No,
I
you're not
really
gonna see
don't
it
see
now
it
because
though.
he put on more weight. But
Uh
in the
huh.
summer league, he wasn't playing that good in summer league.
Yeah.
But I think he has an NBA style game, and Darius Garland brings the best out of those two bigs in on Cleveland. Like his playmaking when he's on the court because he's a threat to score. I feel like his passing is so underrated,
Yeah,
especially
it
for young
is.
players because he gets the
And,
ball on target to them every
and
single
when he
time
came
with them
into the
lobs.
league, he did. He was. You know, saying coming into the league, you said he was known for his shooting. You know, saying like a Damian Lillard type of guy, to shoot off the three. But when he came into the
That was
league,
his
he
comp
became more of a playmaker. So
because he was
that
playing
definitely
with Colin
helped him in,
Sexton.
and his style. His style. So
Now
I
he could do
mean,
both.
yeah, exactly. So now he's just starting to take over, and he know when to. But he's a guy that averages, if I'm not mistaken, 6 or 7 assists,
I
which
think
it's
he's
not
at
bad. So he
I
could
think he's
average way
at
more.
18-7. I think he's at like 18-7.
It's been going up. I think his numbers, like assist wise, been best. But
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be an all-star this year. I
yeah,
think. I think he deserves to be an
it's gonna
all-star.
be hard. It's gonna be hard, but
I
he's
think
up there to
you think
compete.
he makes it over Lamelo?
Lamelo Ball,
Yeah.
I think Lamelo Ball's been playing good at
But
an
I'm saying,
All
but
Star
like,
level too.
I'm saying, like, who do you think is gonna make it between the both of them? 'Cause I think that's his comp. I think Fred Van Vliet's a shoe in to make it over
I
both of
think.
them.
Oh yeah, I think Van Vliet. Like if you gotta pick, I think Van Vliet for sure is over them. And I don't think. Yeah, for sure. I was gonna say
Because like
Andrew
you're looking at
Wiggins.
the guards, the starting is probably
Uh
gonna
huh.
be Trey Young and Harden, right?
Yeah.
No, or Trey or Harden
Trae Young
and
and
DeRozan.
DeRozan.
DeRozan's a guard. Yeah, you're right. Which is it's crazy too because he's played straight forward this season. But we're
I mean, it depends. They might consider him as a forward because he has been playing the four.
now he's voting wise he's considered a guard, but he's played
Mm,
strictly power forward this season and small forward.
yeah.
He's been a shooting guard since he was in Toronto. But yeah, I think he's gonna definitely make it. Then you got Zach LaVine is a lock, and then I think Fred VanVleet's he's got to be right behind him, especially the streak he's on right now. So Trey Young, Zach LaVine, DeRozan, Harden are your four guards. Then there's two wild cards, and I think he's got to get one of those slots.
Nah, yeah.
But we
I
can move
mean,
on to the
he definitely has a chance to make it for sure.
yeah. I think that this guy's definitely gonna make it though, Jared Allen, because the forwards list is so
Oh,
thin over there too.
hmm
I think he's definitely gonna make it. But we could move on. The next rookie I want to talk about. Let's show some love to Cade. He hasn't been the most efficient, but I feel like he's shown promise to score in crunch time for this Pistons team. The shooting percentage has got to go up though. That's been the biggest problem. But the performances in the clutch has been great, and the defense has been fantastic. The playmaking is there. He just doesn't have guys that can make shots for him on that team. That's been the real problem, I think. Like he gets these guys open, he gets the rim runners, he gets the guys that are open from three. None of them make any shots whatsoever. With Jeremy Grant out, it's been a problem. Case has gotta he's gotta stick to it. He's gotta grind it out. He's getting a lot of attention right now on the court. Taking a taking a lot of contested threes. I think a lot of his threes are coming off the catch and shoot as well.
yeah.
Welcome
King
back.
Cunningham.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, I
talking
mean,
about the the defense has been like great this season. Have you do you agree? I think he has a chance to make a like not this season, but like for his career, I think an all defensive team.
I mean, I watched a good. I think I had texted you one time like, yo, his defense looks really good, and I think it was against the Lakers where he had a lot. You know, what I'm saying he had a big game against the Lakers. You know what I'm saying, and defensive wise, he was there. His IQ's there. He's good at the double. He knows when to come behind. They post. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
he's
he's
a
a
good
great
trapper
doubler.
too. Yeah, a
He's
good help
yeah,
defender.
he's a great on ball defender too. So he's definitely there. Physical wise, he's there. He could hold his own strength wise. You know what I'm saying, like it's really you're not gonna see that many guys
Especially if he's playing point guard
get
too.
past him. Yeah. He's definitely a great defender. I think that's been one of his big things this year. Like,
That's probably his best skill set. It's him.
yeah,
Is that and the playmaking has been out of this world for a rookie. I
yeah.
think those two things have been great.
The only thing
It's just scoring. He's just been
it's
struggling.
oh my god, it's bad though. It's like number wise, like it's just inefficient.
The
Like
efficiency is terrible. That's what I was talking about. He needs to get more efficient.
38% from the field goal.
Yes,
That's horrible. Honestly, horrible. Then you're shooting 31% from the 3-point line, which it's you know what I'm saying. It's not bad. It is bad.
it is bad.
It is
That's
bad,
bad.
but
And he takes and most of
it's
his shots
bad.
are catch and shoot. I think so. Most of
Like
his
in the
3 pointers are
NBA
catch and
level, it
shoot.
is bad. It's bad. So I mean,
I think
it is a lot of catch and shoot though.
I think he has the mechanics to become a better. Like his percentages are going to go up. But I think a lot of it has to be attributed to like the spacing around him is awful. Like
That's another thing.
I don't think I can name more than one shooter on that team outside of like and Sadiq Bey has been struggling from three this season as well, percentage wise. But they don't have no shooters on that roster.
Yeah, but I mean, Sadiq Bey's been turning it up. He did start
Yeah,
off
as
slow,
of
but
recent,
I said like if you go like his last 10, like 15 games, I think his numbers they've been way better than what he started off. So
for sure.
I mean, Kate Cunningham, I like him. You know what I'm saying? He was really high coming into this draft. He didn't play. He didn't start off the season. I think he missed like I don't know how many games. First
The first
10,
10. I
15
think it was the
games.
first 10.
Yeah, first 10, 15 games, and he's played 29 games so far. If you look, Mobley played 32, Scotty Barnes 32. The most that has right now is Wagner with 41, but
Yeah, he's been
he just
consistent.
hasn't been. Yeah, he's his number like shooting wise, field goal
It's the
percentage.
percentages has been
Gotta be,
terrible.
yeah, it's gotta be better. It's gotta be way better. So, I mean, I like him though.
I
He's
think he still
definitely a
has a
guy
high
you want to
ceiling.
move a franchise with. Yeah,
Yeah,
like just because you're still gonna get
the
playmaking,
playmaking.
rebounding. He's like a guy that's gonna give you. I think he could give you right now 15, 5, 5 each type of night. Like he's that type of guy. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
depending
like
on
that's his
how he's
worst. His
shooting.
worst. Like the minimum you're getting from in a game is like 12, 4, and 4. It's like a
Yeah.
minimum that you're gonna get from in a game, which has been and that's because I feel like he's been good in the open court too. Like he's good in transition, and I think his best offensive skill set so far that I've seen is like with Franz Wagner's attacking mismatches. He knows how to put smaller guys in the post and like really
Mhm.
attack these guys that are like he's gonna be a point guard. Like I think this is his position,
Yeah.
and if
No, for
he's
sure. I mean, he's tall too. He's like a six. Well, he's
like
six seven, six. Yeah,
six
six
five, six
six
six.
six. Yeah, son. He's tall. Yeah,
Yeah, he's big.
definitely
He's
that type of
strong
guy.
too
Yeah,
for a point guard already at this age. Yeah,
yeah, for
I think
sure.
once they get more talent around it, like they just traded for Bobo. I like the trade because that's a
Hmm.
skill player. Like
It is.
he can put the ball on the floor. He's a decent shooter. He's able to protect the rim a little bit. The only thing we problem with Bobo is we don't know how long he can stay on the court defensively because of how skinny he is and his size. But if he could stay on the
Hmm.
court, I like that move with him standing next to Bobo, and then they're gonna get another top draft pick this season. I like
I
the
think
way
it's good. It was a great move
I
for
like the
both teams.
direction. Yeah, for sure. I like the direction he's headed in, for sure. Kate
Yeah,
Cunningham.
for
The
sure.
efficiency, I think, is it has to improve, and I think it's gonna improve. Like we seen, who was it last year that just shot horrible efficiency? Anthony Edwards is a good example. Began the season horrible efficiency wise, but he just turned it up after the All Star break. I don't know if that's gonna happen
Yeah.
to him because I don't think he's as natural as a scorer as him. But everything else in the game is came natural to him. The playmaking, the defense, the timing on the rebounds too. Like I think everything else has
Yeah,
come
for
natural
sure.
besides the scoring. I want to see what's he shooting at
Nah,
the
yeah.
rim.
I mean, he's been like that's the only thing if you really look at his numbers. Is he's playing good.
Yeah,
Free throw
he's
eighty
been
three.
inefficient.
Like you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, he's just is that's it. It's really it. I mean, 3 point minute is 2.1. That is kind of good. If you look at 2.2 free throws made, it is good, but he's just not shooting good. Is inefficient.
Yeah,
But like you said, it is that is also like roster where he had. Maybe he can't get to the lane. It's harder for him. You know, Isaiah Stewart's supposed to have a great season. He's not playing what we all
yeah,
expected to hit that jump
exactly.
from last season. So it's a struggle for him too. I mean, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? But he could definitely maybe Bobo could be the thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm really happy because Bobo, you know what I'm saying? The Nuggets really didn't give him that chance to elevate his game or even play him where he could at least like you know what I'm saying learn from his mistakes or even you know what I'm saying? Get comfortable. But I think it's really good. It's a good fit. We're gonna see what happens with Kelly Oubre too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kelly Oubre hasn't been able to play with him either that much, if you think about it.
Kelly
So it's
Olynyk.
Kelly, yeah, Kelly
Yeah,
Olynyk.
I didn't. That's a good
Shout
fit for
out
him.
to
I think
Kelly
that's a
Oubre though.
yeah. Shout out to Kelly Oubre for sure. But yeah, I think
He's
that's a good.
balling.
And Kelly Olynyk's gonna be such a good fit for him because he can move without the ball.
Yeah, he's like a, and he's a great.
He's a great
You know
ball
what I'm saying?
handler for his size.
Yeah, I was about to say that he's like a playmaker. Like, stop it! Don't
But
play with that man. Like, he's a
you know how I feel about Kelly Bird. That man's a problem. He was balling out for the Rockets. But yeah,
for sure.
so what's the comp?
For Kate Cunningham, it's hard to say. Like, there's not that many players, and then
He kind
I
of
want to
reminds me. I
say
don't know. Want to say.
as
I
of right
kind of
now,
want to
it's a
say
Russell.
Jimmy. I kind of want to say Jimmy
As of,
Butler.
as of right now,
The
I'm gonna go
size,
with just.
the offensive
Yeah,
style.
that is true, but I don't know. His style also reminds me of like because that just saying Russell Westbrook, like, out of all the turnovers, like, you know what I'm saying, the guy's gonna give you energy. He's a great like he's not, I'm not gonna say he's a good defender because I know you're gonna start talking shit, but
Decent
like
defender.
rebounding, playmaking, you know what I'm saying, it's there. He's inefficient, so it's like, eh, it's kind of there. But
As
like
of
you
right
said,
now.
like
But you have
maybe
to. So do you expect the efficiency to go up throughout his career though?
nah, for sure. He looks like that type of player. We seen him in college. He looked good at him. He was a great shooter too. Like, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
he
saying,
shot
college he looked,
40% in college.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be
So
solid. Honestly,
I
I'm
mean, his
still really
confidence
high
is
on
there. I
him.
mean, he look, think about it. He's shooting 31%, but he making two, and like, out of all the rookies, him and I think there's one more who's Jalen Green are the only ones that average two 3 pointers made. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely like, that's not a problem. Like, his numbers are definitely gonna go up though. I'll tell you that.
Let me see. Let me see. I want to see where. So when Garland came into the league, he was at 35. Yeah, that's still that's even better than K was at. But yeah, no, I think the only thing that's really the biggest thing. He's got to just up the efficiency. But when talent gets around him, when he gets more pieces that could really space the floor for him, I think we're gonna
Hmm.
see that go up. So he's doing the right thing. I
For
don't
sure.
think
For sure.
I don't think he's taking bad shots. You feel me? Like I think he's getting
Nah,
to the rim
plus
a decent amount.
when we talk about the other rookie, like, some other rooks, yeah, but he's definitely not taking bad shots. Like, you know what I'm saying,
Shots are starting to
it's
falling
not
for him
dumb
right now.
shot. Yeah, it's just not going in.
I don't think
It
he's a
happens.
natural. I don't
Some
think
rooks
he's
are
a
gonna deal
natural
with it.
scorer.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's a
I
great
don't think.
playmaker though.
Yeah,
His
a
IQ
good
basketball
feel
is
for
there.
the
That's what it
game.
really is. Yeah,
Yeah, I think he has
for
the
sure.
feel for
I
the game
agree.
is there. But I think we can move on from the K trade. Hold on, does he have a nickname? Does he have one yet? Motorcade. That's kind of ass. But alright, go ahead.
That kind of sucks. So
Because he plays for
you brought
Detroit.
up Cage. So we didn't talk about Scotty Barnes, right? Didn't we? No, we
No,
didn't.
we haven't discussed Scotty Barnes yet.
I think you know what I'm saying, his name, like, starting the beginning of the season, like, you know what I'm saying, he's getting mad hype on me. Like, he's getting posted on, like, every blog channel, like every blog post, you know what I'm saying, like Instagram, like basketball, they were posting him.
He's a
He's
nerd
definitely
basketball like fantasy.
yeah, like, for sure. But like, I mean, the guy's he's still averaging 14.7, right? 8 assists. I mean,
No, I'm not.
8 rebounds with 3.5 assists though. With one steal and that uh technically one block a game with two turnovers. I mean, Scotty Barnes been, I think he's been good. He's definitely someone that could still consider a runner. Like, he's still there. We still got a second half. His numbers are still there. The Raptors been playing way better. You know what I'm saying? He's in a
They're on
great system, man.
they're on a 6 game win streak.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've been playing, like, they've been balling out. They've been balling out, and that is without their fans too. And he's playing 35 minutes, 36 minutes, which shows like the amount of importance he is to his team and the amount of confidence Nick Nurse has in him. You know what I'm saying? Because Nick Nurse, just like we said it plenty of times, one of the best coaches in the league right now, and
Even though he
you
doesn't
know
get
what I'm
the
saying?
respect for it, but for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, like, for sure. And Scotty's bar. I'm a big fan of him just because you could like another mobile. You could switch him 1 through 5. Like you really look at if you really go, I think the highest ceilings out of these are the two best. I think, in my personal opinion. I don't know about Miguel, but my opinion, I think him and Mobley are definitely the highest, the two players that have the highest ceiling in this draft. Honestly, they've been showing it just because both sides of the end, they could play 1 through 5, they could play make, they could score. You know what I'm saying? Scotty Barnes just
I don't know.
playmaking.
I don't
I think
know
it's a
if I
little
think
bit
he has the
better. It's a little
highest.
bit better.
Well, you think it's a little
I
bit
don't know.
better
I
than who?
personally think then the playmaking is like better than Mobley's just because you see you see him a lot more you see him bring up the ball up a lot more, but it's just because of the role he's in, you know what I'm saying. But he's like I don't know, he's really good. He's been balling out. His field goal percentage is average 48, you know what I'm saying. He's not a guy that shoots from the 3 point line, you know what I'm saying.
Mid range has
He's
been
shooting right now
solid though.
32. It's 32. Yeah, it is 32, but it's you know what I'm saying. It's not a lot. I don't think he's taking that many. I don't think he's taking
Yeah,
that many, but
he didn't come into the NBA expected to make threes though. Like this
yeah,
one was
yeah, you're right. You're right.
expected.
He wasn't expected to be shooting. That's the thing. And I
Like
mean,
shooting
mid range game.
anything.
What is he shooting? Yeah,
He's
like
shooting
45%.
45% from the mid range.
It's all right. It's average. Yeah, it's
Now I think
average.
no 45 is good. From the mid range, that's really good. That's 76 percentile as a rookie. Like I feel like that's solid. First position. So what would you a small forward? He's at the 86
Yeah,
percentile. So
he
that's
play
like
he play he's like a small forward center. Honestly, he played 1 through 5. Honestly, you could play 1 through 5
yeah, I think so too.
just
I
because
think
he's been. I mean, he's good. Maybe centers he'll struggle a lot more than Evan Mobley, but I mean his wingspan's there though. He's 7'2", 7'3".
I think he's strong as hell for a rookie too.
Yeah, he is. Like he's big. He's big, bulky guy. I mean, I mean, honestly, he's been consistent all season. I mean, I like him a lot. I'm really high on him. And like you said, the Raptors are playing good. They've been lately been playing. They're on a 6-0 run. I'm in 6 game win streak. So yeah, I'm really high on him. What you think? What you think about him?
Like I love his defensive upside for sure. I think he's not at that level yet, but I think he's going to be. I think he takes a lot of
Hmm.
chances on defense. He's still I don't think he knows the personnel yet in the NBA. And that's the biggest thing for him. But offensively, I like where he's headed to. He is just a high IQ NBA player. The mid range has been money. I'm not gonna lie to you, from right outside the elbow, right at the top of the key, has been money. And then he's scoring decently. I know what's his percentages at the rim. 60% at the rim, like
Percentage?
that's pretty good. Like
Yeah,
that's
like it's.
I like his versatility, and I think he's another one who's benefited. Like Mobley's benefited from having good talent around him. I think
Hmm.
having Fred VanVleet, having Anunoby, having Pascal Siakam, and a good coach
Pascal.
like Nick Nurse,
Yeah,
they're bringing the best out of him. And this he was everybody's darling coming out of the draft. Like this is the draft nerd's favorite guy right here because he could just play every position. Everybody,
for sure.
he's gonna like the analytics are gonna love him because of his impact on the game. Like he doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
I think his biggest
I
take
like
is just
Scotty
like
too.
his assists, his playmaking. Like,
He
yeah,
doesn't
like you
get a lot of
said, he does
playmaking.
have.
Like I don't think he gets a lot of playmaking opportunity too. Like you get me? Like I don't think
I don't know.
he's
He's
not bringing
averaging.
the ball up that
I feel
much.
you, but no, he's not though. But you're not gonna see that many guys at his age, or even gonna. You know what I'm saying? He's averaging 3.5 in assists though. Like
Like
it's there. You know what
he's
I'm
a
saying?
good playmaker. I think
Yeah,
so.
like he's getting at least he's getting like I'm not saying he's getting his teammates on open shots every single. You're not gonna like a LeBron or like you know what I'm saying these playmakers, but like if you need him to pass out or like even pass out a double maybe or like just you know what I'm saying just passing. You know what I'm saying when he needs to. I think he's been there. I don't know. He's been really good. Like 3.5 is really good.
I feel like he's been good as a role man too, which I didn't really expect. Like he's been good
Yeah, like I'm
as the screener.
the Raptors are yeah. Oh, you're talking about like a roller? Oh yeah.
Yeah, him
That's
as a
kind of
roller. I feel like
that's also too.
and that's a great. There's a lot of way he probably gets. I haven't like I don't watch a ton of Raptors games. Just from like the Raptors games I have seen. I feel like and
Uh-huh.
that moves it open so he could get the where he could make plays in the short roll where he gets the ball and he adds a screener and then when the defense collapses as he's rolling he could kick it out to a shooter which
Yeah.
is he's capable of doing that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm really high on him.
He's one of the youngest players.
If you really look at his number, he's like up there though. Like if you really going off number wise, he's up there too. It depends if on your favorites. I honestly, if I'm looking right now, like if I had to make my personal list, I'm putting him over Franz Wagner too. Like honestly, but Franz Wagner, you know what I'm saying, it's just he's like you said, he doesn't have the same amount of players and opportunities that like these two guys have right now. So that's also a big thing you got to take in consideration.
Yeah, he doesn't have a level of talent around him, but I think he has more opportunity than him. Because he's been the best player on the Magic this season, especially with everybody going in. Like, everybody on their team's been in and out. Like, Jalen Sojo has seen him in a while. Cole Anthony missed a lot of games.
I think it's Cole. Like, it's honestly, I think it's
Cole's
Cole.
Been their best player. But he was in and out of the lineup for so much.
Yeah, Francis is the one that consistent. Honestly is most consistent because Mobamba's been out a couple of games too. I think Wagner hasn't even missed a game. Season. 41 games, if I'm not mistaken. He has played almost every single game.
One game.
I'm gonna look at their. I'm gonna look at it right now. The Magics. They are. Yeah, I mean they have 34. They played 30. They won 7 and lost 34. That means he played every single game.
He hasn't missed a game yet.
He played every single game. So, you know what I'm saying? It shows you right there the consistency too. Like if you're really going based off consistency, hell yeah, he's definitely their best player.
Nah, Cole Anthony's their best player.
They're their best player. But I'm talking about like this season, you're going based off consistency and everything. I mean, he's been all right. Yeah, he's been there.
He's had a lot of 20-point games. So. He's had 11. He's had 10 20-point games, 5 of them 25 plus. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Scotty Barnes. He's just in the IQ for his age has just been fantastic. This is such a great rookie class. So we could just go down a list like this, and all these guys are averaging about 15 points a game.
Yeah.
And how many times do we get this far into the season and the rookie of the year is still a toss up? Like I don't know who's gonna win it.
There's 3 or 4 like I'm saying are bonding like for number 1, which is hard. Then you got like a bunch who are like which you don't see like dropping good numbers.
In your case.
Yeah, exactly. Where you think if you go based off other years, they have a chance of actually winning it. You know what I'm saying? You compare to the other rookies, but like it's just the amount of depth. Like there's a lot of players. Like honestly, there's so many.
Like the guy we're about to talk about next, Josh Goody, youngest player to score a triple-double in an NBA game, had a 0, 10, and 10 game. Like the impact is just he's the good basketball player.
He's in the same position where like you're gonna get playmaking, you know what I'm saying? Like rebounding, he's there, you know what I'm saying? He's a tall point guard. If I'm not mistaken, he's like 6'6". He's a tall point guard for his height. So he's been consistent, like his playmaking. Like he gets, you know what I'm saying? Now Shea doesn't gotta worry about getting his players like he's now their main scorer. That's what he's always been, their shooting guard. So now that Josh Giddey, he's been really good. Honestly, he just gotta. I think personally, he just gotta be more aggressive. I think he's on a way where Ben Simmons. I don't want to say he's Ben Simmons because obviously he's shooting 27. You know what I'm saying? 27% from the 3. I mean, Ben Simmons was shooting 0. Obviously, it's you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying like I'm saying he's a great rebounder. He holds his own. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of OKC games personally.
I think he does.
But he hasn't been better.
He's been a better defender than we thought he was going to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm saying, you don't hear him being a big threat or a team like really attacking him that much. But you know what I'm saying. I think he's more like he's on his way like to be he's playing like a Ben Simmons right now. Like he's playing really like playmaking, rebounding. You're gonna get that from him. Just I need him to be more aggressive. Like Kate Cunningham. He's not efficient, but he's still aggressive. He's not holding back. He's gonna keep shooting it, letting it go. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't take that. He just doesn't shoot like threes. You're not gonna get that a lot from him. 27 from the 3-point line. He's shooting 39 from the field goal, and then 68, which is not the worst, but it's not good itself for free throw.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why he's gonna get limited ceiling wise because of that. Because if you have a bad free throw percentage. It's not gonna. You tend to have a bad 3-point percentage as well.
Yeah, but like six and a half assists, 7.5 total rebounds, 11 points. Man, what else I mean, you know what I'm saying? What else do you expect from him? Like you gotta also look at the roster. It's not that good, but you got Shea Alexander, so now they've been kind of better. Like honestly, they how many wins they got right now? Definitely not the worst right now. They were at a point, right?
Yeah.
Definitely not the worst,
They
but
were one
he's
of the
been
worst,
good.
but
I just think he's got to be more aggressive. I don't want you say he's playing like a Ben Simmons where you know he's just not that aggressive, but he is shooting. His numbers are better than Ben Simmons, so I can't really say that. But that's what he reminds me of right now. If I had to go for a comp,
so like I'm taking a deep dive, like a real deep dive into his stats. And on pull up jumpers, he's taking 28 and he's showing 53% of them on him on the pull up jumpers, 7 of 10 of them from three. That's not it's not horrible. That's really good for a pull up jump shot. But the sample size is way too small to even dig into it. But like he just gotta be a more
yeah,
efficient shooter in general. Like
yeah,
on jump
for
shots,
sure.
he's shooting 24% on the season on jump shots. That's horrible.
Yeah, like that's bad. Yeah, like it's bad. Like that shooting. Like what I'm saying, I think it's more him just being more aggressive. Honestly, too. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I watch him a lot. I don't. I watched him like probably not that many times. Probably a handful of times. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm saying he just gotta stay more consistent. But like I'm saying, rebounding, he's dropping the same kind of stats like Lamelo. Lamelo this like he wasn't even averaging that many points at a point, but he could start turning it up at a point. You know what I'm saying? Definitely comp is like I said, like Ben or like a Lamelo too, because he's doing that. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
LaMelo is a
He's
really good
averaging
comp
it.
for him.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if that was his comp coming off the draft too, so he coming off the NBL league. You know what I'm saying? The Australian league playing professional was also a big thing. So it shows his IQ level. You know what I'm saying? He knows he's so good at playing with the double. He knows when the double's coming. That's what his really thing. His IQ is there, like offensively and saying defensively, like you said, be honestly expected to be a little bit worse just because of his size. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying he's kind of small, but because you know what I'm saying he could put on weight and he's a different thing. Like Lamelo put on weight too. Like Lamelo now he's not that small compared to what he came into. Like now he looks a little more bulky, so definitely that could be better for him. Hey, he's been playing good though. Like honestly, he's been better. The playmaking is there though. He's one of the best playmakers. Like right next to Cade.
Yeah. Yeah, he went to NBA Global Academy. That's crazy. That's a product. I didn't even know he attended it. But yeah, for real, he's been.
Yeah.
Hey, I think that's the biggest surprise. Has probably been the defense. Honestly, nah, I'm well. He's not even that good of a defender. I don't even know what the biggest
It's
surprise
just
has been because
it's
he's been good.
playmaking. Like I think it's just playmaking because obviously you get you know what I'm saying you there's good playmakers in the league, but it's just he
At
knows
the
the
age,
awareness of when the doubles and just many things that he knows how to play off the screen, how to bounce like you know what I'm saying how to set up his players too. Like it's just so good. I don't know the playmaking wise is definitely there. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Ben Simmons is honestly when he first came into the league, like I still personally think he's still a good playmaker. I don't know why that was a problem. Why everybody judged him that, but I don't know. He's definitely good though. He's definitely gonna be he could be a problem. He could be that like next Lamelo Ball if he could put on more weight and stay more aggressive. I think that's it. Just being more aggressive.
yeah, for he just gotta get like he just gotta get a better bag. I feel like he has a decent
Because
one.
the
He just it's
efficiency is
just
bad.
scoring.
It's worse than Kate Cunningham.
Yeah, he's been a terrible scorer this season. If we have a 0, 10,
'Cause-
and 10, like it's tough with the 10 and 10, but the zero part is kind of crazy.
yeah.
I don't know. I think we're kind of stretching it. Maybe just not talk about them. Just name rookies that you want to give a shout out to, or maybe you
Okay.
go 15
So
seconds
I
on there.
wanna.
What you've liked about these rookies so far.
Okay. I have to bring him up. We brought him up. If you look at the list, it's so disrespectful. This list right now I'm looking at, they have him ranked 13. Ayo Tsumu. Yeah,
Yeah,
he doesn't put the numbers, but it's just look at the role
the
he's in,
impact.
the minutes he's playing, and exactly the impact. He comes in, He's a great corner shooter, if I'm not mistaken. He's shooting one of the best. He's shooting 42% from the 3 point line. 42%, which is good because most of the shots come off the corners, coming off of doubles for DeMar DeRozan. And
Hey,
he's
yo,
athletic.
you
He's
could
a great
breathe, bro. You don't
rebounder.
gotta rush. It's tight.
Hey, the Sumu, you know how I feel about him, bro. We talked about it last episode when we gave
Yeah,
our
that might
gems.
be some IO
We
to
both
sumo.
had him too as our number one. I think we had him. We both had him as probably our number one
Like
pick.
like like
But
sneaky like gems around the league and
yeah,
shit.
and he's definitely that guy. His stats don't show it, but man, he could honestly he's athletic. He could score. I like him a lot.
He's a
Brings
he's
a
a
lot. He's a
he's a
big
good
impact.
defender.
Yeah. You want me to give up a couple more? Or do you just want to go 1-1?
All right, so I'm gonna give one to
Uh-huh.
I want to say Jalen Green. I think we've seen him step up like tremendously these last say 10 games. He's been really good. I think the shooting has gone up. He's had multiple like 18-point games in a row. So his last 10, he's averaging 16 and 3
Yeah,
rebounds and 2 assists.
I think those are his games that he came back after COVID or
He's
injury. I'm
shooting
not mistaken what it
in his
was.
last 10, 39% from three on 6 attempts a game is really good. But the
Yeah, I
turnover
the
to
only thing,
assist ratio is
huh?
awful.
Only thing I want to say about him, cause you think about it, he was the number two draft pick. We didn't even pick him up, and he's not. I don't think he's doing better than all these guys. But I just think his shot selection is it's bad. I don't like it at all. I think he takes a lot of dumb shots. Honestly, beginning of the season, I don't know. I haven't been watching them lately. I don't know. I just can't sit there and watch a Rockets game. It's hard for me, honestly. I don't watch
Yeah.
them a lot, but he just when I did, it's just the amount of bad shots he takes. That's what it is, I think. But I'm saying it is a young cat, it's a young core. This team is, I think, they're one of the worst teams in the NBA too. So, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of hard for him to work. And you know what I'm saying, I think it was a confident booster for him to see his team win. And then a lot of team kind of talk shit and say like, oh, they don't need him because, like you said, his last 10 games he's been playing good. So he's definitely a great scorer. So he's athletic. So he did have a couple of big games. You know what I'm saying? Just that type of guy you just don't want to be sleeping on. I'm saying he's an energy type of guy
Yeah,
too.
he could
That's what I
go
like
off.
about him.
He could go off on any given night.
Yeah,
When
that's what
the
it
when
is.
the three
Yeah,
point
that's what it
shot is
really is.
falling, and he's tough to stay in front of. Like
Yeah, for sure. Like you said. I mean, like I said, him, Cade are one of the only. I think they're the only two rookies that even average two 3 pointers even made. So you know what I'm saying. It just shows that right there, his confidence is for shooting that he could go off on any night, like you said.
now
There's only that.
you have another one.
Uh, Aspirin Sengun, as we can remember with the Rockets, he hasn't been playing. I mean, he hasn't been playing that much minutes, but I think when he has,
Yeah, the
he
minutes he
comes in
does
there
get, he plays
and
good.
scores. I mean, he goes in there and scores. He's shooting. He's above. I mean, he's average at field goal. He's shooting 49%. You know what I'm saying? But he could definitely, you know what I'm saying? He should. I think you play him a little bit more. He's a great playmaker. I think. I think he's like, you see, coming into before the draft, he was known for that for his playmaking. His comparison was Jokic. I think he could definitely be a good player for them in the future.
Word. All right, so I'm just gonna name like five of them. I'm giving shout outs to. I'm not gonna discuss their names though. I'm not gonna discuss
Go
what
ahead.
I like about them. I'm just gonna throw them out there. Duarte should have got discussed on this podcast, but there's too many rookies to talk about. And he's
Yeah.
been out for a while. Josh Christopher,
Yeah.
I've liked what I've seen. Brandon Boston, I've liked what I've seen. Um, Herbert Jones has been really good shooting.
For the
Uh,
Pelicans.
yeah, 35% from three has been way better
Mm-hmm.
than we expected. Kiefer Sykes,
Better than Trey
28-year-old
Murphy.
rookie, he's been great.
Oh yeah, from the Pacers, man. He had a
Yeah,
big ass game against the Nets
he's
too.
been really good. Um, Austin Reeves has been solid. Zaire Williams has been coming on as of late. I think he's been really good
He's
for the
so good and
Grizzlies.
he gets a lot of minutes in the Grizzlies team where there's so many young cats. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying
I think he's
he averaging like 18 or 20 minutes.
I think he likes him. I think the coach what's his Taylor Jacobs. I think he's become fond of Zaire Williams. I think they like what they see from him.
Yeah, I mean he just started a couple of games ago. He started his first game, had a big game. If I'm not mistaken, it was against the Cavs. if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. I think it was against the Cavs. He had a big game. I think he had like 18. You know, since Zaire Williams definitely, I mean, he's really good. He's a
he has a
great corner
high
shooter.
ceiling
His IQ is there. Yeah, he does actually. He does.
because he has like he kind of he has like a Paul George skill set when he first got to the league.
I was gonna say like an Ingram. He reminds me a lot of Ingram.
The body frame, yeah. But I'm talking about just because of
Yeah.
the pull up mid range and shit. Like I just really, I
Mhm.
like what I've seen from him so far. Couple more names: Omer Yurtseven, of course, we discussed him already. One of the best rebounders in the league as a rookie. Kaminga, Quinn Grimes. That's how I want to end it off. Quinn Grimes averaging 38% from three, broke records as a rookie already for the Knicks for his 3-point shooting. Yeah, really, he's been really solid. And
Yeah,
Aldama too. He's been giving the Grizzlies really good minutes. He's not a scorer. He's not fancy nothing, but he just gives solid NBA minutes.
for sure. I want to shout out real quick. I know this guy might be surprising, but he doesn't get that many minutes. But if you look efficiency, he's been kind of good. I think it's what's his name, Kessler Edwards for the Brooklyn. He's been alright. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I forgot
He's
about Kessler Edwards. I love watching him
yeah,
play
he's
so far.
been playing good. His energy, you know what I'm saying, he's a great corner shooter too. And you gotta also look at, you know what I'm saying, his role. And there's a Brooklyn team. It's kind of deep. I think, you know what I'm saying, another guy, uh, who I just had him in my head.
Mamu,
Um, nah, Bones Highland.
yeah.
Bones Highland, man. Like, oh yeah, definitely. Like Mahmoud, he's been playing good. He's been giving them decent. He has a good role, I think, in over there in Milwaukee. He could definitely be a future guy for them. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, if he could develop that three a little bit more. But he's been alright. You know what I'm saying, giving them good minutes over there. Um,
The both has been good.
Charles Charles Basie, he hasn't played that much for Philly, but when he has played, I don't know. Yeah, I liked him just because of rebounding. It's not that, you know what I'm
He
saying,
put up
nothing
a lot of
crazy, but
stats.
yeah, he's nothing crazy. But um,
Cam Thomas
also
too. We didn't even bring
also
his
I
name
want to
up.
say I was just gonna say him. I had him right next. Cam Thomas. You know what I'm saying, he's, you know what I'm saying, his numbers could be better. I honestly think, like, I'm not even like trying to gas. I did say this before. Like, he's one of the best scorers in the fucking draft. Honestly do think that. I believe that he could be, maybe not his right now. His numbers, you saying, he has the nights where he's been, but if you lately he's been dropping good numbers. Lately he's been, if you watch his last 15 games, he's been better. You know what I'm saying, he's getting better, comfortable. You know what I'm saying, he's a great ISO scorer. I think when you need a guy to score, he could. That's the guy to go to. But he's definitely one of
I
them
definitely
guys
get more
too.
minutes too
Yeah,
from
but it's
that
hard
team.
because now, you know what I'm saying, that role now, old boy came back, Kyrie Irving, so it's gonna be kind of hard for him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't really Leandro Balmoro too. He's an under the radar guy. I feel like he's been given the Timberwolves solid minutes when he does get burned. Guy from he's from Argentina. He's been solid.
Uh-huh.
Uh, is there anybody else? And there's guys that should be getting more burn that we haven't seen enough of yet, but they've showed signs. Book Knight,
I
he
think
needs to go to a different team. He's
Stanley Smith, man. I mean, that's his name from the Suns.
Jalen Smith, yeah, he's a
Jalen
second year
Smith.
guy. Yeah,
I mean, he's looking good. Honestly, the minutes that they're giving him, yeah, they don't give him a lot, but yo, I think he's been doing all right. You know what I'm saying, holding his own. He comes in, rebounds. You know what I'm saying, he could score. He's all right. I think he could. You know what I'm saying, he's considered a rookie this year too because he didn't play last season, but
yeah. And Primo too looked even looking
he looked all right yesterday. He
against the
did.
Nets.
Honestly,
Against the
he
Nets,
did.
he played a good
Yeah,
game.
he looks.
But
You know what I'm saying, his
he has
confidence looked like he's building it. You know what I'm saying,
he
but
was the youngest player in the draft. Like he was like
yeah,
literally the youngest player in the draft. Just turned 19. So
yeah,
he has so much room to grow. That's why I think the Spurs took him, especially where they took him. Actually, it took him a little early, I think.
for sure.
But
And I
yeah,
mean, and he looks like a guy like he could do, like he does a lot. You know what I'm saying, I feel like he could do a lot, like especially playmaking. Like I think like he could be underrated. His numbers are not like, but we seen him play pass out, and he's in a good role, it's a good system where he can learn with pop. So definitely a guy to be watching. You know what I'm saying, Davion
yeah,
Mitchell, he
in a
got to be
couple
better.
years.
Honestly, I do want to shout him out, but I just want to say he got to be better. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You know what I'm saying? He got to be better. His numbers, they're all right. If you, you know what I'm saying, He's not. He's played 36 games. He's field goal is not that good. He's at 38. He just got to be better. You know what I'm saying? All his numbers are under average. They're under average, so he hasn't been playing good at all. And I think, and
be
that's a
better.
lot of a lot has to do with also the roster
Yeah,
because they're
they're
guard deep.
guard deep. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, my boy's been stepping it up though. We ain't gonna talk about it on this episode, but 4
oh
straight
your boy
games of 30+ points.
for
We ain't gonna talk about
Sacramento,
that. He's
the
been
pork chop.
no, I wasn't even talking about him. He doesn't get no
Oh, you
burn
talking
over
about? Yeah,
there.
I was about to say, was it? Oh, you talk about Metu, right?
No, I'm
Metu.
talking about De'Aaron Fox. I said
Mm.
his last 4 games, he scored 30+ points. His last 4. He's been not last night, but we could ignore that one. But yeah, 3 straight games of 30-point games. We aren't gonna discuss that. That's for a different episode. We're gonna close it out with the predictions. This one went for a while.
Next
Thursday.
couple nights. You say you're Thursday?
Yeah, I'm ready. We've been going on for a while. This is for tonight, for Monday, January 10th. We have Bucks at Hornets.
I'm telling you right now, I think Hornets are gonna win.
Nah, the
They're
Hornets
playing
ain't about
home.
to beat them twice. They
Yes, I
just beat
think
them
so.
last game.
I know,
Nah.
and it was a good ass win. It was a good ass win, honestly.
Word up.
They was leading the whole game. I was
needed
watching
that.
the whole game. Yeah, LaMelo looked really good. Like, oh my god, LaMelo I feel like he be eating. He averages. I'm not Yeah, this year he did play against him. He dropped 36, and then he dropped 19. But I mean, he be balling against him. I think
Terry
I think it's
Rozier
like
had a great game.
yeah, him too. I think it's like the Hornets are a good matchup for them. I think they just bring a lot of energy. They're deep, honestly. Kelly Oubre is good. I think Hornets. I think they beat them last season. They did beat them in the season series 3-2. So we could see it again. Come back, tie it up.
Jazz at Pistons. If it depends if Rudy Gobert is playing, and if he's not playing, they just lost to the Pacers without Rudy Gobert. And I'm telling you, the impact he has on that team it can't be replicated.
Sabonis did go for 42 though, so like
against
they
them.
had nothing else to throw at. Technically, they had nothing else to throw. Or Rudy Gay wasn't wasn't able to hold him. I guess.
Hassan
Let's go
Whiteside wasn't doing
42.
nothing either. Yeah, he had a great game against him.
Lance Stevenson was a great pickup. But shit, that's the next game of the night. Pacers and Celtics. Who you got? I think go Celtics here.
But you had the Jazz?
Oh yeah, oh my fault. I had the Jazz. Yeah, I skipped down. Yeah, I had the Jazz. I mean, is that really a question?
There's no way they lose it. If they do, bro, give Rudy Gobert MVP right now.
Nah, there's no way. There's no way. But like Donovan Mitchell did go crazy that game. I don't know how they lost. He had like 38.
Their
40.
defense is awful when he's not on the when Rudy Gobert is not playing, bro. Because they get beat off the dribble nonstop. The Jazz, they can't stop penetration either, like the Nets. But the difference is they have somebody.
Yeah.
They got Rudy Gobert back
Richard
there.
Jefferson said that yesterday, literally too. He's like the Jazz are like, you know, what I'm saying they don't got to be worried about it because they got a whole rim protected. But
exactly, like it's the difference when you have somebody back there that's just protecting the 10. Like, but
yeah, for sure.
I got the Pacers winning this one, honestly.
I'm going with the Celtics on this one.
I'm the Celtics really. They got to do something with that roster. Spurs at Knicks. I think the Spurs pulled this one out. I think I'm seeing the trend. Back-to-backs aren't as bad as people make them out to seem. When you play the back-to-back, you go into the next game with rhythm.
And with momentum, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going with the Knicks on this one. They just played against Brooklyn. A great game against Brooklyn. Went into overtime. I think their confidence should be up.
I think I'm going with Knicks this one.
Sixers at Rockets. I gotta go with the Rockets. It's like that. I got the Sixers. I have the Sixers blowing the Rockets out for sure.
That's it. I don't think Embiid's gonna let that happen the way he's playing. So
yeah, the way he's playing right now. I don't know.
My man's been wilding. He's making a case for not. I don't know. I seen a post. He did move up for the MVP ladder. I don't know if
he's above Stephen Curry right now.
So he did. Yeah, he did move up above Stephen Curry, which I thought was crazy because I'm like, damn.
But it's not gonna matter when it comes to the voting because these media people love Stephen Curry. No,
but I don't like. Come on, like Stephen Curry is playing good. They're playing the free seed. Like, I wouldn't put him over Giannis, but the people that if you look at the list, it was
Giannis is number one.
Yeah, Giannis, KD, 2,
Embiid.
Who was 3?
Embiid.
DeMar DeRozan.
No, Embiid was
4. I seen him be like 4 or 5. I think it was DeMar DeRozan 3, Then it was Embiid 4, and then
And
Steph
then
Curry
Steph
5.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put MVP ladder on NBA.com.
Mhm.
But yeah, I got the Sixers.
Yeah, I got Sixers. So.
Nets Blazers. Then no way the Nets lose this game.
Damian Lillard should be out. I think he's still dealing with that
Yeah,
same injury.
Anthony Simons. Shout out to him though. He's
Yeah.
he's
been
making
holding
me
it
feel like
down.
they got to build around him.
Yeah, he's
I seen
holding
enough
his
blow it
down.
up, build around Anthony Simons. I seen enough. But yeah,
Hey,
I got the Nets.
Send Damian Lillard to Philly then.
Shit. Who we getting in return? I'm a Blazers fan. It's like the you got the
get
Nets.
banned. What you mean? Nah, yeah, I think the Nets. You know
Alright.
what I learned yesterday? I don't know. I think the longest road like to travel. I don't know if there was
It's
guys.
Miami to it's the Blazers.
Miami to to
Yeah.
Portland or and I think from
They were
second
saying
is like
somebody was like it's Brooklyn to the one of the
Brooklyn.
commentators. I'm like, that don't even
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah, I was like, that sounded a little
'Cause it's-
crazy, but I don't know.
It's like it's a long distance because you're from one side to the other. But
They were
like
saying it was like the
Miami's
second or third.
the
Yeah,
bottom right to the top left. Like it's crazy.
yeah.
And Atlanta's probably second or Orlando. From Orlando to Portland.
So we'll see. Honestly, I think it shouldn't be struggle. And Kyrie comes back, so you know what I'm saying. They shouldn't be struggling. He's
Wait,
gonna
so
be there.
I don't know though. As a back to back, and you're traveling crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's what they were saying. Like you gotta travel far, but Kyrie's gonna be back. I think it should be good,
Yeah.
honestly. And the Trailblazers aren't deep for them. I don't
Unless
think.
Nurkic comes out and has a 30 and 10.
Yeah, like
He had a
I
good
don't
game
think
last.
so.
His last game, he almost had a triple. He was assist away from a triple double.
After he knocked
from
out
96.
Tyler Hero.
Yeah, after he popped him up, pieced him up. Hit him with the 2-3
Yo,
Mayweather.
your boy's really a meme now, yo. Yeah, that shit was crazy. They're trying to expose him too with the boxing shit. You seen that boxing video he dropped earlier, like during the preseason?
That's fine. That's fine. As long as he wins 6 man of the year, bro, they could keep the memes.
Nah, yeah.
They ain't gonna
for
be
sure.
laughing when he comes
Yes,
out
I
of
know.
this when he comes out of the season with a pinky ring. They ain't gonna be talking about that though.
Oh man, hey, it's gonna be. Hey, that'd be crazy. Honestly, I want to see that with Jimmy only because of Jimmy, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
Yesterday,
It's gonna be
I
hard.
watched Game 6 of Raptors Warriors. Like I rewatched the whole game,
Uh huh.
but I was just watching that game like, yo, I just can't wait for the playoffs.
Yeah, but it's gonna be.
Yo,
every
Kawhi
season,
did
last
not
couple
play
seasons.
good. Like I was watching Game 6 and Kawhi was like he was not playing good in the final game for that series. But you had Van Vliet had 20 something, Kyle Lowry had 26, Pascal Siakam had 22.
Pascal Siakam was. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yo, like,
He had a big
that
series,
team
though.
was great.
Yeah,
Cavs, Kings, Cavs,
I'm going Cavs here.
Thunder, Wizards. This is for Tuesday night.
I'm going Thunder. No, I'm gassing. I'm gassing.
I
Wizards.
got the Wizards, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gassing. Wizards.
Bradley Beal has been stepping up his play a lot lately. Suns, Raptors. Oof, this is a good one.
I
These
think the
Raptors been
Raptors are gonna
playing
win.
great.
Yeah, I think the Raptors might win this one.
I got the Suns. I think they're gonna pull this game out. I think they're too big.
Yeah,
Pistons,
you think they end
Bulls.
their streak then? Because
I think they end the streak. I think they played a bad game against Miami, and it's gonna leave a bad taste in their mouth.
what's the longest streak right now? Is it us Philly that have 7 or is it 7, 6? We're on 6
think
soon,
it's-
I think.
I'll
Because we
tell
haven't
you
played
right-
ever since. Yeah, I think we're on 6.
I'll tell you right now, the longest win streak in the NBA right now is Philly and the Grizzlies won 9 in a row. I think they're 1 away from tying their franchise record. I think the franchise record is 10 in a row, or they might have broke it
Sheesh.
with 8. So like they're coming close. But yeah, so Suns, yeah, Pistons, Bulls, both got the Bulls for fact.
Yeah,
They don't play. They don't play with their food.
Ooh, this is a good ass game
Grizzlies,
tomorrow. Oh
Grizzlies,
my god,
Warriors.
they're gonna bring.
Will the
oh my
streak
God.
continue? I got the Grizzlies. I
I ain't
the
gonna lie to you.
Grizzlies.
I think the Grizzlies are gonna win, but fuck it, I'm gonna be biased on this. I'm gonna go against you. I'm going with Warriors.
You crazy? You're not even gonna go with your gut, because your gut just told you like,
Because
nah, the
Clay,
Grizzlies about to pull
because
this
Clay's
out.
back in is a different thing.
But
You might see him drop
Clay,
30.
Clay can be back, but when you have a BGP on the other side, when you got Ja Morant who shows out against every superstar in the league, bro.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yo, he's playing at a elite.
Yeah,
elite,
LeBron was
elite
really
level.
mad yesterday, though, bro. He was really mad. He wanted a fight. Like he was. Oh, nah, they're trying to disrespect me. He was saying that everyone was not just Desmond Bain. He was like, "Oh, nah, y'all over here talking crazy. I'm not about to let that shit slide." Like that's what he kept saying. Like, I'm not about to let that shit slide. Like, he was trying to say like, y'all trying to now like,
Yeah, trying to bully me.
yeah, y'all trying to bully me. Like, y'all disrespecting my manhood right now. Honestly,
He
that
finished
because
with
he got
35, 9,
mad.
and 7
Yeah, like,
on 74% from the field. Yo, he's
yeah,
really a
he's
beast, bro.
yeah,
That's for a
it's
different
crazy.
episode. Next
I would
episode we
give him
gotta
the
go.
MVP. If you
Yeah,
got, I'll give him the MVP. But shit, that shit,
next
you gotta
episode
win.
we gotta go deeper on what LeBron's doing so far this season for sure. But yeah, I got the Grizzlies, got the Warriors. I'm guessing
Yeah, I'm going with the Warriors.
Wolves, Pelicans. The
Wolves.
Wolves should pull this out.
They're healthy.
Cat
They're
just had
healthy
career
back.
high yesterday. He dropped 40 and 8 assists.
He's balling, man. He's having a great season.
Nuggets, Clippers.
Good game. Oh
Marcus
yeah, his
Morris
brother.
versus.
I mean, his brother didn't do shit the first game, but yeah,
Yeah, they played already, didn't they?
yeah, they played already, so it's not like a big thing.
Yo,
Because
but
I feel like if Morris comes out and does something, I feel like the league are gonna punish him for a lot more, just because he already
yeah,
said something about it, and the situation should have been done with. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're being immature. You're being like a little kid." That's another reason why. But I mean, bro, the guy stood out. I feel like the punishment was nothing. I feel like that's something to be like it's real bad. It's a bad look, honestly. For
I think it's a bad look too. And
I
people are
think,
still thinking he's faking. Like this doesn't make
yeah.
no
No, I
sense
don't
to
know
me,
about
bro.
faking it now at this point
I
because you're
see
missing 30
mad people say
games.
like he should be playing already. Like if you're soft, if you're missing this many games or getting pushed from behind.
Yeah,
Like
we
it's,
just
it's the
don't.
social media, you can't
They
even take
haven't
that shit
talked about it
serious.
too much either. But I mean, for him to he got to be playing at least.
I
Like
think it's
that's
the
bad.
if it was the other way around, you would hear way more people discussing this.
Mm. Yeah, for sure.
If
Just
it
because
was
he's that
Jokic
type of
missing
player.
30 games, you get what
Yeah,
I'm
because
saying?
it's the type of superstar level he is. The type of player he is. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
Marquise Morris was playing really good before that happened too. I think
Yeah,
he started
yeah.
off the
He's
season really good.
yeah, that's crazy, honestly.
But yeah, before we move on, shout out to Marcus Morris though, the better twin. He's been balling out recently too. I think he just came at 29 last game. He's had multiple 20-point games already. Like he's been balling out. He was good for the Knicks when he was on that lone superstar shit the year before.
Yeah.
All right, so next on Wednesday night we have Celtics Pacers.
I'm going. That's again.
Yeah,
That'll be. Oh
a back
shit!
to back.
But it's in Indiana this time, right? Yeah, it is in
I got the
Indiana.
Celtics winning this one.
I'm
I
I'm
got them
gonna go.
splitting it the way.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
I'm
away
gonna
team
go.
wins both games.
Ooh,
Yo, Sabonis' stat line is kind
I,
of like 19,
yeah,
12, and 5.
yo, he's having one of his best seasons if you look at it, his career wise, almost.
Nah, last season was his best season.
But
I think
like
he averaged like 23 and a half.
Lance Stevenson's been a huge good pickup for them. Honestly, like
Yeah.
he's been a factor. He feels comfortable over there. He feels like home. I mean,
He's
brings
going to get
energy.
signed for the rest of the season.
Yeah, which is good. I think it's really good for him. I think, you know what I'm saying, just because he was looking for jobs, he was bouncing around. He wasn't bouncing around, but he did bounce around with the Hawks. Then from there he did go to Pacers. So I mean, thank God he was able to find a job. You know what I'm saying, so he's gonna sign for the rest of the season,
Yeah, I think they're going to work on a long-term deal with him, too. So, yeah, I got the
just to
Celtics
keep
in
him in the
this one.
locker room and stuff.
Yeah, and he's been great on the court. Like, he's been the best playmaker they've had all season long. Like, in these
Yeah,
games that he played, first game, he had a big game against Brooklyn. Then the last
dropped
game,
38.
I think he had like 9.
He dropped 14 assists.
Yeah, 14 assists. I think he had like 19 and 14 assists. Yeah, great game. But
19
Hornets
points too.
Sixers.
It's a good ass game. I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be tougher. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be competitive. I think we should be able to pull it off just
Yeah,
because
I don't
Embiid's
think
gonna
they have
take over.
anybody to guard and Joel Embiid for a
Yeah,
fact.
I think it's gonna be hard for them. And we're
The
home,
Hornets
so
do give you guys fits though. The last
yeah. I
time you
mean, we're
guys
at home
played
though,
them, they
so
played good.
yeah. Lately, we kind of like we do get frustrated at home where we shouldn't be close to these teams, but I think we're at home, so we should be kind of good. And we've
So
been playing better. It's gonna be a good. This should be this is like important game though, because they're like right there in our standings. You look at the standings,
yeah, they have
they're
the same amount of
21-19. We're
wins.
22-16.
Yeah.
So
All right, so
we're
Magic
gonna see.
Wizards.
Magic, Wizards. Nah,
Heat.
I'm going with the Magic here. It's gotta be again, right? It's gotta be back to back. We'll have to beat them twice.
I don't even know. I
I
don't
don't
even
know.
remember.
I'm gonna give this one to the Magic.
We have
Even
the
though they ain't gonna win shit, they probably won't.
the Heat in the hall at
Ooh.
Atlanta. I
Yeah,
think
pretty. I'm pretty.
I'm
Jimmy
giving this
back?
to the Heat. I think he's gonna be. He was questionable against the Suns,
Yeah,
and they
so he's gonna be
just
back.
and they got 3 days off. Like they played the
Yeah,
Suns
yeah,
on
yeah.
Saturday, so Sunday, Monday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday night they play. So I think the Heat definitely pulled this win out, unless they just out of rhythm. They start off slow, but with Jimmy, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be back this game.
Yeah, that should be good then.
Yeah. Then
This Trey
Mavericks
Young's gonna
at
be hard.
Knicks. I feel like it's always a good game. I don't
Ooh.
even worry about Trey Young, but Gabe Vincent's back.
Uh, you funny.
Straight
But
up.
look at Madison at Madison
Yeah.
Square Garden.
I feel like
Sheesh, you're
Mavs
gonna
and
get
Knicks
a
is always a good game.
yeah. I don't know. When you get these superstars over here to play at Madison, they love playing at Madison Square Garden. I feel like they be going off. The amount of players that have dropped crazy numbers in Madison Square Garden, it's like crazy. If you really look at it, it's crazy.
Yeah, I got the Mavs.
Yeah, I'm with the Mavs there.
All right, Rockets versus Spurs. I got the Spurs.
Spurs. DeJounte Murray, man. Oh my god. Shout out to him. He's playing a fucking all-star level. And the only reason why he's not gonna make the all-star team is because his team is not gonna good, man. Sucks. He's averaging 18, 8, and 9 assists. Like
Yeah, he's having an amazing season.
and he's a great defender too. Like I feel like he's physical, he you know what I'm saying, he doesn't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna go out there and defend his heart out.
Yeah, he just needs to. If only he was a better scorer, like that shit would be
Yeah. I
amazing.
mean
But you
his
got
I
to
mean
be.
if you compare to last season, his numbers did go up every single
Yeah, he's gotten
from the
better and
last two
better scoring
seasons.
wise. I
Yeah,
just feel like his
scoring wise.
sometimes he just takes shots earlier in the shot clock. He doesn't need to be
Yeah,
taking. Like
yeah,
yesterday, he was doing that a lot. But
yeah.
that's
Yesterday he
besides.
was taking dumbass threes at towards the end where he shouldn't have been taking. Yeah, I know
No,
you're talking
I
about.
thought it was the only one. I feel like early shot
Like,
clock threes make no sense
but
to me.
he got saved. He got saved in the fourth quarter because he was there getting them offensive rebounds.
Yeah, they got a lot of offensive rebounds,
I
but
mean, they're one of the worst. They're
Jacopoto got like
suck at
7 offensive rebounds yesterday.
yeah, the Nets suck, y'all, at rebounding. They struggle a lot with that. Like offensive rebounding is bad. Just second chance points you're giving. Just right in the position they're always in.
Yeah, that's why they play a lot of close games. But Cavs versus Jazz,
Good game. I think Rudy Gobert should be back because he should be back.
unless he got
But
hit
I'm
hard.
but I'm going. Yeah, I'm going to Utah. It's going to be in Utah. I think they should be able to pull this off. Like the Cavs to give them that many wins. So, I don't
Yeah,
know to win the rest of the whole week. Nah, I think it's going to be hard for the Cavs. But shit, they run two big men. They could probably be a problem for them. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
I got the Jazz. I think they got too many shooters to combat with the big lineup.
Oh yeah, that is for sure too.
They play a lot of shooters. So we have
Ooh,
Nets
this is a good
versus
ass game.
Nets at Bulls. I think honestly, I think the Nets get their first win of the season against a top 8 team in this game.
Oh my god.
Kyrie's
I'm
back.
gonna be honest with you. I just don't believe it. I feel like they just but like they still haven't won one. You know what I'm saying? They showed not even any improvement. They got almost blown out for every single good team. Come on, I just don't see it. I feel like uh the Bulls are just a bad matchup for them. We've seen the first two times already. They and in Brooklyn too. I'm not mistaken. I know one of them
Yeah,
were win in Brooklyn. I don't know if both were, but we're gonna see. I think the Bulls pull this one off though.
I don't know. They gotta win one of them, right? They have about 0-9 against the top 4 in each conference. Like
Hey,
that sounds nuts.
yeah, that
Like
is
even if you don't
crazy.
have a winning record, like I think the only 2 teams that have a winning record, well, the East teams, it's the Heat and the Bucks both have a winning record against the top 4 in each conference, I think, or a
Oh, top
top
four. Okay,
in the
okay.
Eastern Conference have a winning record against like the top teams in the Eastern Conference
Yeah,
or
yeah,
in the Western Conference, but they get 0-9 just sounds nuts.
yeah.
But yeah, so we got these teams play like once a week. Lakers Kings.
Yo, on everything, yo. These LA, they always have these LA games. That's what it is. Because they're in LA, right? Sacramento's in.
No, Sacramento's in Sacramento.
But oh, I could have sworn they were like in LA. I could have sworn they're in
It's in
Cali.
California, yeah, but it's not in LA.
Uh, isn't Cali, California?
California, Los Angeles is a city in California.
Yeah, but
It's a
they're
6-hour
OT.
drive from Sacramento to California. to Los Angeles. Sac is closer to the Bay Area to
San
where Golden State
Francisco.
plays. Yeah.
Golden.
But Cali's big. 6-hour drive, that's kind of nuts. You're in state.
Yeah.
But they probably taking a plane.
Lakers are gonna win though. LeBron's at a crazy level. They don't have nobody stop LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron's playing at an elite level. Like, there's no way he's losing to these bad teams like this. But that will do it for the predictions in today's episode. This was a long one. Thank y'all for tuning in. Whoever stood this whole way through, send me a name. I'm sending you $50 right now.
Facts.
Send it to the ASAP Nico on Instagram.
Comment on the page, the last post. We'll see if you're a real one.
Yeah, the last post, comment your favorite rookie this season.
Do that.
All right.
We'll see ya, guys.